A service of KIBMradio.com, the Internet's home for an all old-time radio.
Our story begins at police headquarters in an eastern metropolis. In a small, shabbily furnished office, Horace Riker, a patrol officer for the State Prison Commission, is seated at his desk, which is completely covered with gift packages. As Horace, a small, mild-mannered man in his late 40s, starts to open some of the gifts, there's a knock at his door.
Come in. Oh, hello, Captain.
Hello, Horace. Well, I see none of the boys forgot you. 25 years with the State Prison Commission. That's a long time.
Yes, I never knew I had so many friends. Why, look at all these gifts. There must be at least 20.
Well, here's another one, Horace. This is for me and the other boys in the homicide squad.
Oh, I don't know how to thank you and the others, Captain. You've all been so kind.
Ah, nonsense, Horace. You know how we all feel about you.
I'm really a very lucky man, Captain. I have a job I like, fine friends, and a wonderful wife.
Yeah, so you and Millie are hitting it off okay, huh?
Of course. I told you it would work out all right, even if I am 20 years older than Millie.
Well, I'm glad to hear I was wrong. Here, let me help you open your gifts.
Thanks, Captain.
Well, looks as though half these gifts are boxes of cigars. I'm afraid you'll have to take up smoking, Horace.
Guess you're right. Well, this one doesn't seem to be cigars. Sounds like a clock.
Clock?
Yes, I can hear ticking inside. Doesn't seem to be a card with it. Well, I'll unwrap it. The card is probably inside.
Wait just a minute. Let me see that package.
Why, of course. Here.
Oh, there's a ticking inside, all right. Cheap wrapping paper, no store label, return address. Why should anyone send you a wound-up clock?
Well, maybe they just wound it up to make sure it works.
I don't like the looks of this.
What do you mean?
Mac, this is Captain Ross calling from Riker's office. Get the bomb disposal squad over here on the double. It's an emergency.
What did you find out, Captain?
Morelli and the bomb disposal squad have just finished. There's a bomb, all right.
Oh, dear me.
Morelli said it was extremely well constructed. If you had opened that package, it would have been blown to bits.
Who could have sent it?
Oh, it's pretty obvious. It must have been sent to you by one of the convicts whose parole you revoked.
You really think that's it?
Of course.
I wonder which one it was.
That's what we'd like to know. There's nothing about that bomb that we can trace. Well, you'll have to be doubly careful from now on.
Doubly careful?
Yes, this con may make another attempt on your life. I'm assigning one of my men to you for protection.
But I don't need protection, and think how frightened Millie would be if she found out.
Now, don't you worry. She won't find out. I'll see to that.
Well, if you think it's best.
Just leave everything to me, Horace. Now, you better run along home.
Millie? Millie, where are you?
Oh, here I am. Stop yelling.
Look, Millie, at all the gifts I got from the men at the office. Isn't that a new dress you're wearing, darling?
Yes, I bought it this afternoon. How do you like it?
Oh, it's beautiful. You look wonderful in it, Millie. How much did it cost?
$80.
$80?
Yes. It was marked down from 100. I just couldn't resist it.
But, Millie, you bought 2 new dresses just last week.
Well, you can't expect me to go around in rags. I'm sick and tired of having to skimp all the time and never...
No, Millie. If you want to keep the dress, of course you may. The only thing is, I don't know how I'll be able to meet the insurance payment due this week.
You mean if I keep this dress, you won't be able to make the payment on your policy?
Yes, dear.
Oh. Well, in that case, I'll return it. You must keep up your insurance.
I'm sorry, darling, that you have to return it. I'll try to find a part-time job in the evenings, so we can increase our income. You're going to have everything you want.
Yes, Horace, you're right. I am going to have everything I want. One way or another.
That night, as Horace took Millie out to a movie, they were followed by a detective who Captain Ross had assigned to guard Horace. But as the days slipped by, Horace went about his work as usual, completely disregarding his bodyguard. After 3 weeks had passed, and no further attempts were made on Horace's life, the detective was assigned to another case.
Good evening, darling. Sure was hot today, wasn't it?
Yes. Supper will be ready in a few minutes.
All right, dear. Is there any beer in the refrigerator?
Yes, I put 2 bottles in there this morning.
Good. Nothing better than cold beer on a hot day. You want some beer, Millie?
Now, you know I never drink it. It's too fattening.
What did you do today, dear?
What did I do? I went shopping.
Oh. Oh, this beer is cold. Makes my eyes ache.
Horace, I can't stand this heat much longer. When are you getting your vacation?
Well, I've been given the 2nd and 3rd weeks in September.
But that's weeks away.
I know, Millie, but I didn't have any choice. I'm sorry that we... Oh.
What's wrong?
My heart. It hurts.
That's what comes from drinking beer when you're overheated.
Oh. It feels worse.
Oh, nonsense. You'll be all right in a minute.
Millie, help me. Get a doctor. I can't breathe.
Horace, are you sure you need a doctor?
Yes. Hurry, Millie. Hurry.
How is he, Doctor?
That was a close call, Mrs. Riker. But he'll be all right. You can go in now.
Oh, thank you.
Doctor, I'm Captain Ross, friend of Mr. Riker's.
How do you do, Captain?
Millie, that is Mrs. Riker, said it was a heart attack. Is that right?
Yes, Captain, it was a heart attack. Brought on by poison.
Poison?
Yes,
Do you have any idea how it happened?
yes. Strychnine in the beer. Fortunately for Riker, he only took a sip of the beer. Had he taken any more, he'd be dead. It's a matter for your department, Captain.
Yeah, so it seems.
I'll turn in a report to you.
Thank you, Doctor.
That's quite all right. Well, I've got to leave now. I've got another patient to see. Good night.
Good night, Doctor. Strychnine.
Has the doctor left?
Yes. How's Horace?
Well, he's asleep now.
That beer that Horace drank, when did you get it?
Oh, it was delivered yesterday from the grocery.
Did the delivery boy give it to you directly?
Why, no. He left it on the rear porch. I was out all day.
I see.
What are you getting at?
Horace's heart attack was caused by poison. Poison in the bottle of beer.
Poison?
Mm-hmm.
But who would want to poison Horace?
Oh, maybe it was one of the convicts whose parole he revoked. Then again, it might be someone else.
You have no clue?
No, not yet. But I can promise you one thing. I'll not give up until I've got the person who's trying to murder Horace. Hello, Horace. How are you?
I'm feeling fine, Captain. It's good to be back at work.
Well, sit down, Horace.
Thank you.
Suppose you realize what a close shave you had.
Yes.
Horace, I've got 4 men working on the case day and night. We've been checking on all the convicts whose paroles you revoked.
Well, that sounds like quite a job.
It is. Naturally, we've been checking other angles as well.
Other angles?
Yes. You understand, of course, it's my duty to investigate every aspect of the case.
Certainly, Captain.
There's nothing personal in what I'm doing. It all comes under routine investigation.
Yes, of course.
Well, what I'm trying to say, Horace, is I've had one of my men check up on your wife.
On Millie?
That's right.
But that's ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. You have no right
It
to...
isn't ridiculous. We've uncovered some very interesting facts about your wife.
What?
These are the facts. First, your wife worked in an aviation instrument factory during the war. She's a skilled mechanic.
Of course, I know that. It's absurd.
Your wife has the ability to construct a bomb. A bomb such as the one you received.
Are you trying to say it's Millie who's out to murder me?
Let me give you the rest of the facts.
You're out of your mind. How dare you make such an accusation against my wife? How dare you?
Fact number 2. 6 months ago, you took out $50,000 worth of insurance on your life. Whose idea was that? How can you possibly afford to carry $50,000 worth of insurance on your salary?
That's none of your business. I refuse to listen any further to these absurd accusations you're making against my wife.
Fact number 3. Your wife is two-timing you, has been for months. She's seeing a young man by the name of Jerry Clapper.
I won't take that from anyone, not even you. I'll show you.
Oh, don't be a fool, Horace. I'm only doing my duty. Now, sit down. Sit down. And stay down. Horace, we've been friends for 20 years. Do you think I'd tell you all this if I didn't have to?
It's lies. All lies.
Fact number 4. Your wife's boyfriend works for a medical firm. He has easy access to poisons, including strychnine.
Nothing you're saying is true. Nothing. If you were honest, you'd admit that you don't like Millie. You never have. You were dead set against my marrying her.
That's true, but that has nothing to do with this.
I love my wife, and I trust her. I don't believe a word you've told me. If you knew her as I do, you'd know she isn't capable of such a thing.
Are you so hopelessly in love with her that you can't see what I'm telling you is the truth?
It isn't the truth. And nothing you can say will change my mind. And I warn you, Captain, if you spread any of these lies about my wife around, I'll kill you.
With this threat, Horace stormed out of Captain Ross's office and returned to his own. In the days that followed, he avoided Ross, which was soon noticed by his fellow workers. Horace told Millie nothing of the accusations that Ross had made. If anything, he was twice as devoted to Millie as ever. The two spent long hours together making plans for their vacation. The day before they were to leave, Horace was summoned to Captain Ross's office.
You wanted to see me?
Yes, have a seat.
I prefer to stand.
Very well. I understand you're leaving on your vacation tomorrow.
Yes.
Where are you going?
None of your business.
I'm asking you as your superior. We may wish to get in touch with you.
We're driving to Virginia. We're renting the same cottage we had last year.
I see. Have you had any further attempts made on your life?
No.
While you're on your vacation, be careful.
What do you mean by that?
You know what I mean.
If you don't stop insinuating that my wife is trying to murder me, I'll see to it that
Just be careful. That's all I'm asking. I'd like to see you come back.
Is there anything else?
No.
Thank you.
Well, I've warned him.
This is a life lying peacefully in a hammock far away from everything and everyone. Enjoying yourself, Millie?
Yes, Horace.
Just like our honeymoon, isn't it?
Yes.
And we've done all the same things. We've gone fishing, swimming, boating, and we've tramped all over the countryside. It's been wonderful.
You know, the only thing we haven't done that we did last year is visit the gigantic caverns.
Yes, that's right. I'd forgotten about that. We did visit the gigantic caverns last year, didn't we?
Yes, Horace. Why don't we spend tomorrow exploring the caverns? Do you remember that wonderful waterfall and pool?
Yes, it'll be a lot of fun. Do you remember the way we almost got lost in the caverns last year?
Oh, if you get lost in there, you can wander days without finding your way out.
Well, this time I'm going to be very careful.
Yes, Horace. We've got too much to live for to let anything happen to us.
Well, here's the entrance to the caverns, Millie.
It certainly is deserted, isn't it?
Yes, no one comes here after Labor Day. Now, wait till I tie the end of the string to this tree.
How long is that ball of string?
Oh, about 5,000 feet. Almost a mile. There.
That should be long enough to take us to the waterfall and the pool and the caverns, shouldn't it?
Yes, just about. Are you ready, dear?
Yes, Horace.
I'll carry the flashlight. Your eyes will become accustomed to the darkness in just a minute. Cool in here, isn't it?
Yes. The only thing I don't like about these caverns are the rats running around. And the bats.
Oh, they won't bother you.
Do you want me to unwind the ball of string for you?
No, Millie, I can manage nicely. This place is fascinating. I'm certainly glad you suggested this little trip there.
this cavern. I must be 200 feet.
Yes, these caverns get more interesting as you pass from one to another. However, I'm afraid we can't go much further. We've about reached the end of the string.
But, Horace, I wanted to see the waterfall and the pool.
I should have brought along another ball of string.
Why are you stopping?
I've reached the end of the string.
Horace, listen a moment. Do you hear the waterfall?
Yes, I think I do.
It sounds as though it's directly ahead. Let's keep going a little further.
But, darling, there isn't any more string.
Oh, we'll only go a little way. It doesn't sound very far off. We'll be able to find our way back.
Well, all right. Wait till I tie the end of this string around this rock. There. Come along.
Well, we've come quite a way, but here it is.
Yes.
Shine your flashlight down on the pool, Horace.
All right.
It must be quite deep.
Yes. What are you thinking of, darling?
If a person fell into the pool, there'd be no way to get out. The walls of the pool are sheer rock. There'd be no way of climbing up them.
Yes, that's right. What makes you think of it, darling?
I don't know. Standing here or looking down at the pool, it just comes to mind.
It couldn't be that perhaps you want to get rid of me.
Oh, Horace, how can you say such a thing?
It could be, couldn't it? After all, I'm 20 years older than you. I'm not good looking, and I haven't any money.
Oh, don't talk like that.
Why not? It's true, isn't it? My friend Captain Ross thinks it's you who's made the 2 attempts on my life.
I?
Yes. Ross said that you could have constructed the bomb that was sent to me and have poisoned the beer I drank.
How dare he say such a thing?
He claims you're after my insurance. And, of course, he mentioned the man you've been seeing, Jerry Clapper.
He told you about Jerry?
Yes.
Horace, you don't believe that I sent you that bomb or poisoned the beer, do you?
No, Millie. I know you didn't.
Oh, it's good of you not to think so.
You may want me dead, Millie, but I know it wasn't you who made the attempts on my life.
How can you be so sure?
It's very simple, Millie. Because it was I who sent the bomb to myself and poisoned the beer.
You?
Yes.
But why?
Why? You're in love, Millie. You should know to what lengths love can drive a person. In that horrible moment 7 months ago when I found out you were deceiving me, I came close to killing you.
Horace!
Does it surprise you that a mild little man my age could feel so deeply? But then I realized that wasn't the way.
That wasn't the way?
No. I began to formulate a plan, a very clever plan. First, I took out a $50,000 life insurance policy with you as beneficiary. Several months later, I followed that up by sending myself a bomb, and shortly afterwards, I poisoned my beer.
But why did you do all that?
I knew that sooner or later my friend Captain Ross would come to believe that it was you who was attempting to kill me. And that's exactly what happened.
But why? Why?
It was all part of the perfect build-up. The build-up that had led to this moment.
What?
Yes, Millie. You're going to die. Here and now.
No, Horace. No.
I loved you so, Millie. I loved you so.
Horace, don't come near me. Don't touch me. Horace! Horace! Save me! Don't let me drown!
Where's Jerry? When did save you? I wasn't good enough for you, was I? But you need me now, don't you?
Horace! Help me! Help me!
Millie? She's gone. I better get out of here. soon as I get back to the cottage, I'll call the sheriff and tell him my story. He'll believe it, particularly after he talks to Captain Ross. There won't be any trouble. After all, I'm just a mild little man in his late 40s. I'm not the type who can love deeply or hate deeply. Well, at least she found out before she died. Now, let's see. Here are 3 paths. Which one is it that will lead me to the string? It's the one on the left. Yes, that must be it. It's about a half mile from here to where the string ran out. Then I follow the string for a mile, and I'll be at the entrance. Strange. I don't remember this turn in the path. But then I may not have noticed it before. This must be the right path. But then they all look so much alike. These caverns are just a maze of passageways. Maybe I took the wrong path. Perhaps I should have taken the middle one. Yes, it must be the middle one. I'd better retrace my steps. All I have to do is keep calm, and I'll be all right. People only get lost when they're excited. I just have to go back to where the 3 paths are and take the middle one. I mustn't get excited.
Horace Riker ignored the rapid beating of his heart and attempted to remain calm. But as he made his way along, he was constantly confronted with diverging and crisscrossing passages, all of which looked unfamiliar. After wandering for an hour, his flashlight burned out, and he could no longer go on. Exhausted, he sank down to the ground, completely losing all track of time. Meanwhile, the absence of the Rikers from their cottage went unnoticed. It was only after the 5th day that it was discovered they were missing. The countryside was searched without any success. Captain Ross flew to Virginia to aid in the search. Then someone remembered the gigantic cavern. A week from the day he'd entered the caverns, Horace Riker was found semi-conscious, babbling deliriously. He was rushed to a hospital, but the search for his wife went on.
You may go in now, Captain Ross.
Thank you, nurse. Hello, Horace. How are you feeling?
Captain Ross, what are you doing here?
I flew down here 2 days ago to help in the search. I was with the party that found you in the gigantic caverns.
Millie, did you find her?
Yes?
How is she?
She's dead.
Dead?
They found her body in a large pool by a waterfall.
Poor Millie.
Suppose, Horace, you tell me exactly what happened.
The whole idea of visiting the gigantic caverns was Millie's. When we got to the entrance, I led the way in, while Millie unrolled the ball of string behind me. After we'd gone a mile, the string ran out. In the distance, we could hear a waterfall. Millie insisted that we go on, though I argued it was dangerous.
What did she say to that?
She said she'd mark the path with her lipstick as we went along, and we could find our way back to the string that way.
I see.
We must have gone about a quarter of a mile when I suddenly realized Millie was no longer following me. I turned, but she was gone. Then I called out to her. I could hear her laughing in the distance and telling me to find my own way out.
What did you do then?
I'm afraid I got panicky. In that moment, I realized everything you told me was true. I tried to follow Millie's laughter, but it seemed to come from all directions. As I tried to retrace my steps to the string, I became completely lost. And that's all I remember.
I see. Despite the lipstick marks she made as a trail, Millie apparently became lost when she ran away from you.
Yes. Captain, I want to apologize for not having believed you. I hope there aren't any hard feelings.
None at all, Horace. I'm just glad I was one of the party who found you before it was too late.
I suppose I was in a bad way when you found me.
Mm-hmm. You were semi-conscious, slowly sinking. By the way, Horace, this will interest you.
Oh, what's that?
It's a phonograph recording. I'll play it for you. I had it made just after you were brought to this hospital. Listen.
No, I wasn't good enough for you, was I?
Why, that's me.
to find my way out of here. You think that all these months I haven't known what's been going on, huh? I may not be young or good-looking like your Jerry, but I have brains. So dark here. So dark. It took brains to work all this out. First the insurance, then the bomb, and poison beer. And now this, Millie. Just the way I planned it. You're drowning, Millie. You're drowning. And they'll never find out, Millie. I'm too clever for them.
Yes, Horace, you are clever. I must apologize. I completely underestimated you. If you hadn't been delirious when we found you, I'd never have known that you murdered Millie.
Perfect blueprint for murder. Only he left no margin for error. How was he to know that he would confess all while delirious? Oh, you have to get off now. I'm sorry. I'm sure we'll meet again. I take this same train every week at this same time.
It's acting up a bit, and your constant shouting at me isn't helping it any.
I don't need to pay you to tell me my heart is acting up. What I want to know is, how much time have I got?
Well, that's difficult to say. If you avoid all excitement, I think I can say a year, possibly 2.
A year, possibly 2.
Yes, but only if you do as I say. For one thing, there's no reason you should insist on remaining in this darkened bedroom month after month. Why, it's been a year since you've been out of this room.
Are you going to start on that again?
This living in complete seclusion is bad for you. You should leave this room and see people. Take an interest in life.
No, Dr. Jeffries. I won't have my maid pushing me around in a wheelchair, the object of everyone's pity. I prefer to remain in my room and have people think of me as I was, not as I am.
As your physician, I insist.
I said that I prefer to remain in this room, and that's final.
Please, Mrs. Richards. Your heart.
Then stop trying to make me do things I don't want to do.
Very well. Only I can't see why you refuse to have any visitors. It'll give you some interest in things.
It may surprise you to know, Doctor, that I am expecting 2 visitors.
Indeed? What made you change your mind?
I think it's time I drew my will. Before I do so, I want to get acquainted with my only living relatives, my former husband's nephew and niece, Gerald and Millicent. I haven't seen them since they were children, and I'm curious to see what they've become. I understand Millicent is an actress.
An actress? You don't mean that your niece is Millie Richards, do you?
Yes, have you heard of her?
Well, of course. She's one of Broadway's leading actresses. I saw her in a play recently and thought she was excellent.
She probably drinks and smokes and has been married 6 times.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about that.
Before I draw up my will, I intend to learn everything about her and her brother Gerald. He's 22 and probably never worked a day in his life.
Aren't you being unfair, judging them before you've even seen them?
Oh, perhaps. But I'll give them both every opportunity to prove they're worthy of the Richards fortune. They said they'd be here in time for lunch. They should be on their way now.
Oh, my head.
How's the hangover, brother dear? Painful, I hope?
Millie, what am I doing in your car? Where are we going?
Have you forgotten, darling? This is the day we were invited to visit Aunt Martha. You remember Aunt Martha? She's the one with all that money.
Save it, will you? I'm in no mood for your witticism.
Well, considering I spent half of last night looking for you under nightclub tables, you might be a little more grateful.
I can recall doing as much for you. Where are we, anyway?
About 20 miles from Aunt Martha's.
Oh, my head. What a night.
Yes, wasn't it, darling? Everywhere I went looking for you, they gave me IOUs you'd left behind. Exactly how much do you owe around town?
3 months ago, it was $11,000.
That means you probably owe twice as much by now.
Look, Millie, you've got to help me. If I don't clear up my debt soon, I'll be in real trouble.
And what exactly am I supposed to do?
You've got to lend me enough money to hold off my creditors.
Lend you money? Oh. You may not know it, Gerald, dear, but I'm in far deeper than you are.
But you were getting $1,000 a week for playing the lead, and why not be happy? How could you be in debt?
It's really very simple. I was getting $1,000 a week. I was spending $2,000.
Oh, that makes everything just perfect. Both of us so deeply in debt, we probably won't dare go back to town.
Perhaps after this visit to Aunt Martha, we'll be able to go back to town in different circumstances.
What do you mean?
Have you forgotten Aunt Martha has something like $4 million?
So what? You think she'll lend us money to pay our debts after not even seeing us for 20 years?
Gerald, you're a fool. Why do you suppose she invited us to visit her? Because she's getting along in years and she has decided to make her will. Naturally, before she does so, she wants to see what we, her only relatives, are like.
Millie, do you really think she'll leave us the money?
If we make the right impression, there's no reason she shouldn't leave us all of it. All we have to do is convince Aunt Martha we deserve it.
And how are we going to do that?
By showing her we are simple, lovable, and unspoiled. You remember the original role I played in I Dream of Love?
Yes, of course. You weren't half bad.
Half bad? I was superb. The critics were mad about me. Brooks Archer said that in all his life...
All right. You were superb. What about it?
Well, I think I'll play that role for Aunt Martha. Just a simple, unsophisticated girl, unspoiled by success.
Well, maybe you can get away with it, but you know I can't act. How am I supposed to behave?
You just play the strong, silent type and leave all the talking to me.
Well, I only hope you can sell the old lady on our charm.
Darling, you are forgetting I am, quote, Broadway's leading younger actress, unquote. When the curtain rings down on my special performance for Aunt Martha, the Richards' money will be ours.
Miss Richards and Mr. Richards are here, madam. Will you see them now or later?
I'll see them now, Philip.
Yes, madam. Mrs. Richards will see you now.
Thank you, Philip. Come in, Mildred, Gerald. Well, it's been a good many years since we've seen each other, hasn't it?
Yes, it's been a long time, Aunt Martha.
Yes, I've been meaning to call on you forever so long, Aunt Martha. But my work has always interfered, and just at the last moment.
Well, what finally brought you here?
Well, when you said in your letter that you weren't feeling well, I simply couldn't stay away.
I'm very touched. Of course, the fact that you might get an inheritance has nothing to do with it.
Why, Aunt Martha, what a thing to say. I'm not like that.
Of course she isn't. Millie doesn't need money. She's one of the finest actresses on Broadway.
Oh, I've heard. And what do you do for a living, Gerald?
Oh, Gerald works for a Wall Street firm, Aunt Martha.
Yeah.
He works so hard. They pay him so little.
I seem to remember that Gerald's father left him a sizable inheritance. What became of it?
The inheritance? Oh, that was lost in poor investments.
Yes.
I see. I'm afraid there's a good deal about you two I don't know.
I haven't done very much, and I haven't gotten very far, Aunt Martha, but Millie's really been a credit to the family name. Everyone's heard of her.
Notoriety is hardly a guarantee
Why,
of
Aunt
wealth.
Martha.
Now, see here. I want you two to be my guests for a week. Frankly, I want to know what you're like before I decide how to draw up my will.
Yes, of course, Aunt Martha. But I hope you'll take care of yourself so you'll live for years and years.
Thank you, Millie. Now I must ask you to leave me. I'm a bit tired.
But certainly, Aunt Martha.
Of course, Aunt Martha.
We'll talk some more tomorrow.
I'm glad we're out of there. She stares at you as if she could see right through you.
The room's so dark it was hard to see her. But you can tell she can't last much longer.
The main point is, did she fall for a little act? If you ask me, she wasn't exactly bowled over by your performance.
Nonsense. I played my role perfectly. She's a bit suspicious now. That's only natural. But
before I'm finished, she'll be eating out of my hand.
Well, I certainly hope you're right.
Just give me a week, darling, and you and I will be heirs to the Richards' fortune.
A week passed. A week in which Millie was constantly by her aunt's bedside. Millie told her aunt about her Broadway career and read her notices from a large book of clippings. Martha Richards listened quietly, now and then venturing a question. And Millie became more and more certain she'd won the old lady over. By the end of the week, she was quite sure that she'd convinced her aunt of her own simple, unspoiled character. But...
Hello, Millie.
Gerald, where have you been all night? I've looked every place for you.
I spent the night in New York.
You've been drinking.
So what?
You're a fool. What if Aunt Martha heard about it from the servants, just when everything's working out perfectly?
So everything's working out perfectly, is it?
Yes, it is. Last night, Aunt Martha phoned New York. I listened in on the hallway extension. It was her attorney she was calling, and he's coming out here tonight to draw up her will.
You don't say. Well, well.
What is the matter with you? You're acting very oddly, Gerald.
My dear Millie, it may interest you to know that the greatest performance of your career has gone for nothing.
Why, what do you mean?
You may be able to sweep the Broadway audience off its feet, but not Aunt Martha.
Oh, I tell you, she believes in me completely.
Oh, does she? While Aunt Martha was listening so devotedly to your every word, she had a private detective in New York at work investigating us.
She had a private detective?
Yes, dear sister. While making the rounds of the nightclubs last evening, I learned that quite a few questions have been asked about us this past week.
So that's what she's been up to. Hiring a private detective to pry into our past.
And you can guess what she'll do when she learns that I haven't any job and gambled my inheritance away. And what do you think she'll say when she hears you were named as correspondent in 3 divorce actions and were involved in the Wainwright scandal?
I'd like to scratch her eyes out. Playing with me like a cat with a mouse.
Well, the game's up. We may as well go to our rooms and pack.
And walk out on $4 million? I should say not.
There's no use being stubborn about it. We gambled and we lost. Tonight the lawyer will be here, and she'll cut us off without a cent. There's nothing we can do about it.
Well, I don't give up so easily. There must be something we can do.
Well, what, for example?
I don't know yet. Let me think. I won't go back to New York so deep in debt I can never get out. For the rest of my life, I'd be hearing her voice.
Millie, dear, I want you to tell me all about yourself. Where you've been and what you've done.
Well, she won't beat me. Before I'll let her cut me off with a cent, I'll... Yeah. Oh, yes.
What are you planning?
Gerald, Aunt Martha is not going to cut us out of her will.
Yes? And exactly how are you going to prevent her?
If we have nerve enough, we can stop her. We can inherit the whole fortune. Now, you listen to me, Gerald, and listen closely.
As Millie explained her idea to Gerald, his face whitened. But she scornfully beat down all his objections, and in spite of his fears, in the end, he agreed to do as Millie suggested. Then in the hours that followed, Millie locked herself in her room and practiced her aunt's signature and her aunt's voice until she was satisfied she could imitate both perfectly. After that, there was nothing to do but wait tensely and nervously until 8 o'clock that night, when Millie and Gerald quietly slipped down the hall to their aunt's room.
Millie, we can't go through with this. It's crazy.
Be quiet, you fool. It's the only way out.
But what if we're caught? You know what that would mean.
If you do as I say, we won't be caught. Now get hold of yourself and then knock. You know exactly what you're to do.
Yes.
Come in. Good evening, Aunt Martha.
I hope you're feeling well, Aunt Martha.
Oh, Millicent, Gerald, come in.
Thank you.
It's dark in here, Aunt Martha. Shall I turn on the light?
No, that isn't necessary. I prefer the dark.
Of course. Just as you say.
Your voice sounds strange, Gerald. Is there anything wrong?
Oh, no, of course not, Aunt Martha. How do you feel tonight?
I'm a little tired tonight.
Oh? Gerald, perhaps you ought to fix Aunt Martha's pillows. She doesn't seem very comfortable.
You needn't bother. I'm quite comfortable, thank you.
Gerald, fix Aunt Martha's pillows.
I can't go through with it. I can't.
I should have known better than to count on you.
What are you two talking about? What's going on?
Nothing. Nothing important, Aunt Martha. Here. Let me fix this pillow for you.
But I tell you, I don't want it fixed.
Oh, but you do.
Millie, don't.
Take that pillow away from my face again, please.
Millie, don't. She's suffocating.
Oh, be quiet. If you haven't the nerve to go through with this, I have. It's almost over. If this doesn't overtax her heart, nothing will. There. She's limp. She's not struggling anymore. I'll take the pillow away.
She's still alive.
How do you feel now, dear Aunt Martha? Is there anything more we can do for you?
You'll kill me. Everything I've heard about you is true. But you won't ever get any of my money. Oh, my heart.
She's gone. She's dead.
Millie. Her eyes are still open. Staring at us as if she could see right through us.
Never mind her eyes. They can't bother us now. She's dead. And not from suffocation, but from a heart attack. I told you my plan would work.
We killed...
Nonsense. We simply helped nature take her inevitable course. You think of it that way and you'll feel better.
You aren't human.
Well, I'm afraid we haven't time to discuss that. Aunt Martha's lawyer will be here in an hour. Now, will you do as I say, or won't you?
Now that we've gone this far, I guess I have no choice.
Thank heavens you have enough sense to see that. You do exactly as I say, and we can't fail.
Millie, the car just stopped in front of the house. Must be that lawyer, Jordan.
Well, certainly is punctual.
Are you ready for him?
No. I need a little more shading under the eyes.
Millie, hurry. You'll be here in a minute.
I've never been late for a curtain yet, and I won't be late for this one. There. Now, you help me on with that Martha's bed jacket.
All right, here you are. There.
No. How do I look?
You look exactly like Aunt Martha. If I didn't know her body was in that closet, I'd swear you were.
In the dim light of this room, no one can help but think I'm Aunt Martha.
Yes, but what about your voice and the things you'll have to know?
I have been practicing, Gerald. Listen to this.
As mistress of this house, I answer only those questions I wish to answer, and I assure you I shall not be tripped up.
There. How does that convince you I can play the starring role of Aunt Martha?
Yes, I'm convinced. Millie, quick, get in bed. I hear something coming.
All right. Now, please stop shaking. I tell you, we can't fail. I shall give the greatest performance of my career.
Come in.
Good evening, Miss Richards.
Good evening, Mr. Jordan. Please come in.
Thank you. Hope you're feeling well.
I'm 67 and I feel 87.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
I don't think, Mr. Jordan, you've ever met my nephew, Gerald Richards.
Hello, Mr. Jordan.
How do you do?
Mr. Jordan, I want to have a will drawn up and signed tonight.
Tonight? Well, surely you can't be serious, Mrs. Richards. Vast holdings like yours require a will that will take days to draw up properly.
What I want is a simple will dividing my entire estate equally between my nephew Gerald and my niece Millicent.
But, Mrs. Richards...
I'll be frank with you, Mr. Jordan. I have a premonition that there is no time to wait for an involved will.
I see.
I've been feeling worse than I've admitted to Dr. Jeffries. Quite possibly I won't be here tomorrow to sign a will.
I surely hope you're exaggerating, Miss Richards.
If I am, we can draw a new will later. Tonight I won't rest easy until I know that my wishes have been put into writing.
Very well, Mrs. Richards. If you'll excuse me for a moment, I left my secretary downstairs until I'd seen you. I'll just step out and tell her what you want. She'll draw up the papers in a very short time.
Thank you, Mr. Jordan.
I won't be long.
Well, Gerald, you feel better now?
You fooled him, Millie. He's completely taken in.
As soon as the will is signed, I'll get rid of him.
Thank goodness there's no danger of Dr. Jeffries getting here tonight.
No, you might not fool him quite as easily.
Well, he's attending a meeting of the State Society of Physicians. Wait a minute. Is Jordan coming back?
Yeah.
Since all you want is a simple declaration, Mrs. Richards, my secretary won't take long over it. Is this Millicent Richards your niece, by any chance the Broadway actress?
Yes. Have you seen her?
Well, yes, I never miss any of her plays, if I can help it.
Indeed. And what do you think of her?
Oh, she always puts on a good show, but privately, I think she has a tendency to overact.
Oh, you think she overacts, do you?
Yes. I take her last play, Why Not Be Happy? Well, I think she played it much too hard for comedy. I'd have preferred to see an actress like Joan Walker in her role.
The critics didn't agree with you. Gerald, will you please hand me Millicent's scrapbook? You'll find it on the desk there.
Really, Aunt Martha, do you think...
Gerald, hand me that scrapbook.
Very well.
I can understand criticism when it's justified, Mr. Jordan, but it seems to me that you're going against my niece's huge public.
Here's the scrapbook, Aunt Martha.
Thank you, Gerald. Now, just a moment, Mr. Jordan, and I'll read you what the critics had to say about Millicent's performance in Why Not Be Happy. Here we are. This is what Martin Walters, dramatic critic of the Evening Sentinel, had to say. Rarely in 30 years of theater-going has this reviewer seen such a fine flair for comedy as was displayed last night by Millicent Richards in her new hit, Why Not Be Happy. And that, Mr. Jordan, is the opinion of one of the best critics in the country.
Well, I may be wrong, Mrs. Richards. Naturally, I was only venturing a personal opinion.
Excuse me, Mr. Jordan.
Yes, Miss Andrews. You finished already?
Yes, sir. It's just a paragraph as you instructed. Here's the original and a copy.
Good. Now, let me see what you've written. Mm-hmm. Yes, perfectly straightforward. Everything in order. Now we need witnesses. Miss Andrews will do for one, the butler for the other, if he's handy.
He's just out in the hall, Mr. Jordan.
I'll get him in, Aunt Martha.
Thank you, Gerald. Now, Mr. Jordan, you are sure this will is going to stand up in court?
Oh, yes, Mrs. Richards. But if it's probated, it'll certainly leave a good many unsettled problems to your heirs.
I'm sure they'll be able to handle them. Oh, Phillips.
Yes, madam.
I want you to witness my will.
Certainly, madam.
Give me the will, Mr. Jordan. And a pen. Thank you. Now I sign here.
Right at the bottom, Mrs. Richards.
There.
Now the carbon copy.
There. Now I feel better.
That does it, except for the witnesses. Phillips, will you sign here? And here, please.
Certainly, sir.
Yes, sir. Now you, Miss Andrews.
Right, Mr. Jordan. I think that's everything.
Excellent. Your will is signed and witnessed, Mrs. Richards.
Oh, I'm glad. It wasn't too late. And now, if you don't mind, I'm very tired. I'd like to be left alone.
Of course, Mrs. Richards.
Phillips, show Mr. Jordan and Miss Andrews to their rooms, please.
Yes, madam. If you'll just follow me.
Good night, Mrs. Richards.
Good night, Mr. Jordan. I'll see you in the morning, I hope.
Of course you will.
They're gone. And the will is signed. See, I told you it would work.
So far, but we aren't through this thing yet.
Oh, don't be a fool. The money is as good as ours. All we have to do is put Aunt Martha back in her bed and slip out of here, and tomorrow someone will find her dead, and you and I will inherit everything.
Mrs. Richards. Mrs. Richards, Dr. Jeffries is here. Mrs. Richards, excuse me, but... Dr. Jeffries. Dr. Jeffries, come quick.
But it's so dreadful. If only we'd known, if only we'd been able to help her somehow. But there's think of her dying alone in the night with nobody.
Now, there, Miss Richards, you must be brave. Your aunt wouldn't want you to take her death like this.
You're very kind, Mr. Jordan.
She said only last night that she had a premonition she might not live much longer, that she felt worse than she admitted to you, Dr. Jeffries.
That's quite possible. She hated to seem ill or in any way not her old self.
She didn't suffer, did she, Doctor?
No, I'm sure it was all over very quickly. Her heart just gave out. She must have died shortly after you left her, for she's been dead about 10 hours.
No, I really didn't take her seriously when she spoke of not living through the night. She seemed so strong when we were talking, as if she'd grown younger. And she and I were arguing. It was quite like old times.
You and Mrs. Richards had an argument last night?
Well, not an argument, really.
They were just discussing my sister's ability as an actress, Doctor.
Yes, Doctor, that's all it was. I hope you won't mind, Miss Richards, but I told your aunt I thought you overacted your roles.
Oh, of course I don't mind. But what did she say to that?
Oh, she almost hit the ceiling when I criticized you. She claimed you were the finest actress in the country.
Aunt Martha always was a dear.
Strange that she should have said that, considering she never saw Miss Richards perform.
Well, maybe she hadn't, but she opened a book of clippings about Miss Richards and read to me what one of the critics said about her niece.
She did? She read you the review? Are you sure?
Well, of course I'm sure.
I see. And was Miss Richards present at the time?
No, I wasn't there, Dr. Jeffries. Why?
Because I think, Miss Richards, that Mr. Jordan's criticism was justified. You do overplay your roles.
I beg your pardon. I never overplayed a role in my life.
I'm afraid that you have. You overplayed your biggest role last night.
Last night? What do you mean?
Your Aunt Martha was an extremely proud woman, Miss Richards. She couldn't stand to be pitied. Just a year ago, she became quite blind.
Aunt Martha was blind?
What are you saying? Her eyes were...
Yes, they seemed very bright and penetrating, but they were sightless. No one outside this house knew the truth. Mrs. Richards refused to leave her room, kept the light turned down low, saw almost no one. Thus she kept her secret.
Oh, but if Mrs. Richards was blind, how could she have read me that notice last night?
She didn't, Mr. Jordan.
She did.
An egomaniac actress, disguised as Mrs. Richards, read her own notice to you, then forged Mrs. Richards' signature to a false will. Isn't that so, Miss Richards?
Go on, tell him, Millie. You were so clever. The greatest actress in the world. Nothing could go wrong. You had everything worked out to the smallest detail.
Oh, be quiet, you fool. No court in the world will believe them. I'll give a performance that will sweep a jury off its feet. They'll never convict me, do you hear? Never.
Traveler again. What happened to Millie and Gerald? Or didn't you hear? They're both playing in a long run now. Life imprisonment. The critics thought Millie's performance at the trial was superb, but the jury disagreed. They're inclined to think she had overacted. That recalls the case of another actor who tried to play the role of a dead man. He did it so realistically that they buried him and then... you have to get up. Were Maurice Tarplin, Mercedes McCambridge, Gladys Thornton, Martin Wolfson, and Jimmy Lefton. Original music was played by Paul Taubman. Engineer Alfred King. Sound Walt Schaefer. The Mysterious Traveler is written, produced, and directed by Robert A. Arthur and David Cogan.
Mutual Broadcasting System presents The Mysterious Traveler, written, produced, and directed by Robert A. Arthur and David Cogan, And starring tonight, two of radio's foremost personalities, Grace Coppin and Carl Swenson in Till Death Do Us Part.
This is the mysterious traveler, inviting you to join me on another journey into the realm of the strange and the terrifying. I hope you will enjoy the trip, that it will thrill you a little and chill you a little. So settle back, get a good grip on your nerves, and be comfortable, if you can, as we witness the curious drama of an overpowering love that even death could not shake. A story that I call Till Death Do Us Part. It's late at night, and Chris Werby, a successful young businessman, is dreaming about his beautiful and affectionate wife, Vivian. But it doesn't seem to be a pleasant dream.
Oh, please, Vivian, leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Why do you insist on waiting on me hand and foot? I can't stand it, I tell you. I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
Chris, darling, you really must wear your muffler today. It's quite chilly.
Really, Vivian, I don't need it. I do very well.
Your wife's on the phone, Mr. Werby.
Vivian, this is the 5th time you've called me this morning.
But, darling, you had a headache. I just wanted to make sure you're all right.
I'm all right. I'm fine, but please don't call again.
Oh, Chris, your wife's waiting in your office for you.
Darling, I brought your vitamin pills. You forgot to take them this morning. Your wife's on the phone, Mr. Werby.
Oh, Chris, Vivian's waiting in the office.
Your wife's on the phone, Mr. Werby. Chris, darling. Chris, darling.
Oh, leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Chris, darling. Chris, darling, wake up. You're having a nightmare.
Oh, another nightmare. It was so real, so vivid.
Shall I call Dr. Williams, Chris? These nightmares you've been having worry me.
No, I don't need it, Doctor.
Then let me get you some hot milk to make you sleep, darling. I'm worried about you.
I don't want anything except to be left alone.
Why, Chris, I just want to help you.
I don't want help. I just want some peace. Vivian, we can't go on like this. You're smothering me. You won't let me live my own life. I want a divorce.
A divorce? Oh, Chris, you're being silly. You know you don't mean that.
I do mean it. If you won't divorce me, then I'm leaving you. In the morning for good.
Chris, you can't be serious about this.
I'm deadly serious, Martin. I'm leaving the business in your hands, and I am clearing out. May be gone for 6 months, a year. Maybe I'll never come back.
But why, Chris, why?
Why? Because I am drowning in an ocean of love and attention, that's why. You know Vivian. She won't divorce me, so I'm clearing out.
But where will you go?
I don't know. I'll get on a train, get off someplace, buy another ticket, ride a while longer, end up someplace where no one can find me. Not even Vivian.
Well, Chris, if you... Oh, excuse me.
Yes?
Mrs. Werby is here to see Mr. Werby, Mr. Martin.
Oh. Ask her to wait.
Yes, sir.
She mustn't see me. Stall her off, Martin. Now I'm leaving by the back way, and for heaven's sake, after I'm gone, convince her I mean it. I'm not coming back.
So, Chris Werby fled from the wife who loved him so much that her love was worse than hate. He went from one city to another, crossing and recrossing his own tracks like a hunted animal. 3 months later, he found himself in Portland, Oregon. In his room at a leading hotel, he drew a long breath of freedom and picked up the telephone.
Oh, room service, please. Room service? Please send up the waiter. Thank you. Oh, I think I'll stay. New York, 3,000 miles away. That ought to be far enough to give me a chance to start a new life without... Oh, that's fast service. Just a moment. Come in and, Vivian!
Hello, Chris, darling.
No, it can't be you.
Well, of course it's me, Chris.
Who else would it be?
But I didn't even know I was coming here myself. How did you follow me?
Chris, darling, I've only been a little way behind you ever since you left. Don't you understand? There's a bond between us. A bond of love nothing can break. It would lead me to you, even if you traveled to the other side of the world.
What do you want?
Darling, haven't you had enough of traveling? I want you to come back with me. I've made reservations on the evening plane.
No, I'm not going back with you.
Then I'll just have to stay here with you, Chris. Oh, darling, if you'll be reasonable, so will I. If you'll come back, I'll promise that everything will be different. I won't bother you anymore. Truly, I won't.
I could only believe that.
But it's true, Chris. You'll see. Everything is going to be different. Please.
All right, Vivian. I'll try. Just once more. Gentlemen, this will acknowledge your order of the 25th and advise you that...
Your wife's on the phone, Mr. Werby?
So, all right. Put her on.
Hello, darling. I just wondered what you'd like for dinner tonight.
Vivian, you mustn't bother me with such things. I don't care what we have for dinner tonight. This is the 4th time you've called me this morning. No,
Chris, darling, what is it? Another nightmare.
Yes, another nightmare. All day and all night, one long nightmare. You promised you'd change, that you'd stop hounding me, let me alone. And you haven't.
But, darling, I love you. I just want to do things for you.
Vivian, I warn you. I only came back to see how it would work. If it doesn't stop, I will leave you again. I swear it.
Then I'll just have to follow you again, Chris. No matter where you go, I'll know. Remember, darling, the minister said, till death do us part.
Till death do us part. Yes, I remember.
What, Chris?
I was just thinking. Perhaps I need a vacation. How would you like to run up to Maine for a few days? We could try the deep sea fishing. Just the two of us.
Oh, I'd love it, dear. Just the two of us. Oh, it sounds wonderful.
So a desperate idea was born in Chris's mind. There was only one way out of the nightmare Vivian's love was making of his life. Only one way. He decided to take it. A few days later, he and Vivian were out fishing far from land when somehow the boat caught fire. They found themselves struggling for life in the icy water.
Chris, why doesn't someone come? We've been in the water for hours.
No, Vivian, only about 20 minutes.
Oh, it seems much longer. I'm such a bad swimmer. Help me, Chris. I'm all out of breath.
Oh, I'm sorry, Vivian. You clung to me for the last time. You're on your own now.
What do you mean?
I can swim for hours. When help does come, they'll only find me, not you.
Chris! You don't know what you're saying.
I tried to reason with you, but you wouldn't listen. And I ran away. You followed me. It's the only way that I'll ever be free of you.
You can't do this, Chris. I love you.
Grabbing me around the neck isn't going to help you.
No! You can't drown me. I won't let you go. I won't.
Yes, you will. Goodbye, Vivian.
Chris, save me. Don't let me drown.
This is the end. Do you hear? I'm free.
I'll never leave you. I love you, Chris. I'll come back to you.
She's gone.
Free. Free.
Come in. Oh, yes, Martin.
Excuse me, Chris, but there's Miss Ballin to see you. Says she's an old friend of yours.
Ann Ballin. Well, I should say she is. We were engaged once. Show her in, Martin.
Sure, Chris. In here, Miss Ballin.
Thank you.
Ann.
Hello, Chris.
Gosh, Ann, it's wonderful to see you again. Why, it's been at least 4 years since...
5 years, Chris. 5 years, 3 months, and 4 days since you left Owensville.
5 years.
Mm-hmm.
A lot's happened.
Chris, I just learned that you lost Vivian 6 months ago. I want you to know how sorry I am.
Thank you. How long are you in town for?
Oh, I'll have you know I'm now a resident of this fair metropolis. I have a job here as of yesterday.
Ann, that's wonderful. You may not know it, but you're going to see a good deal of me.
And Chris and Ann Ballin did see a lot of each other. They picked up the romance that had been interrupted 5 years before when Chris first met Vivian. And 3 months later, they were married. With Ann, Chris was as happy as he'd been unhappy with Vivian.
Oh, Chris, it's a lovely present. But you shouldn't have been so extravagant.
Well, this is our first anniversary, isn't it?
What?
We've been married a whole month.
Oh, my, a month. So we have our time flying. Yes, darling. Are you glad I looked you up in such a shameless way? I did it on purpose, you know. I was determined to have you back at last.
It was a wonderful idea, darling. I don't know why I didn't think about it first.
5 years ago, I'd have been too modest. But you see, I learned something from Vivian.
Let's not talk about Vivian, dear. She was... Well, let's not talk about it.
You know, you sometimes call me Vivian.
Mm-hmm. Good Lord, it's just a habit, I suppose. I never think of her anymore, Ann. I swear it.
Oh, Chris, a message came for you.
A message?
Yes, from a fellow named Sidney Rand. Said he was from your hometown, was here for the day. He'd like you to meet him at the Murray Hill Bar after work for a drink if you can make it.
Sidney Rand. Of course I can make it.
Well, this is like old times, Chris. Have another, huh?
Yes, sure thing, Sidney. Bartender, 2 more of the same. Well, now tell me some more about the folks back in Owensville, Sidney. How's Sam Morris?
Sam? Mm-hmm. Oh, he's married now, got 3 kids. Jeff Layton married Margie Lewis about a year ago. I suppose you heard about Ann Ballin.
What can you tell me about Ann that I don't know already?
I guess this will come as a shock to you, Chris, knowing how fond you used to be of her. But Ann died last month.
What? What did you say?
Ann Ballin. She died a month ago.
But that's impossible. Sidney, you're wrong.
Gosh, Chris, I wouldn't joke about such a thing. I was at the funeral myself with Sam Morris.
But that couldn't be.
That's true, Chris. They never did find out what she died from.
It couldn't be. It couldn't be.
Chris, where are you going? Hey, what's the matter with you? Chris, come back.
Ann, where are you? Ann, answer me. She's not here. She's not in the house. Looks as if she hadn't been here all day. Maybe she hasn't been here at all. Maybe I
wouldn't joke about such a thing, Chris. I was at the funeral myself with Sam Morris.
Sam Morris. Yes, that's it. Operator, I want to put through a long-distance call to Owensville, Pennsylvania, to Mr. Samuel Morris. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, is Sam Morris there?
Oh, I'm sorry. He's out. This is his mother speaking.
Can I help you?
Oh, yes, Mrs. Morris. This is Chris Werby. You remember me.
Why, yes, of course, Chris. How are you?
Fine. I wanted to ask something. How is Ann Ballin?
Ann Ballin?
Yeah. How is she?
Why, Chris, Ann died last month.
Ann died last month?
Yes, very unexpectedly.
You sure? It couldn't have been somebody else?
Oh, no. We all attended the funeral, Chris. And we saw her in the coffin at the church just before the services.
Thank you. Thank you very much. No. I don't believe it. She's alive. We're married. I gotta go see her. I got to go see her body for myself.
Mister, you must be crazy. Getting me out of bed at 2 a.m. Look up the cemetery record.
I'm sorry, Mr. Andrews, but you're the caretaker of West Creek Cemetery, and I've got to know if a girl named Ann Ballin is buried here.
I know. That's what you said. Why do you have to know at 2 a.m? If she's buried here, she'll wait.
I tell you, I've got to know now. I'll give you $20 to look it up for me.
$20?
Yeah.
I have to see it first. Seems to me you're a little touched in the head about the whole thing.
Here you are. Now get out that record book.
All right, mister. I keep it right here handy. Never had to look at it at 2 a.m. before, though. What'd you say the name is?
Ballin. Ann Ballin.
Let me see. B.B. Here we are. First name in the beast. Ballin, George, Martha, Ann. Ann Ballin.
Are you certain?
Here it is, right down in black and white. Interred October 16, 1948. Section 15, Plot 5.
It can't be.
That you say, mister?
I must see that grave. Opened.
Well, you'd have to get a court order for that, mister.
I want it open now. Tonight.
What? Say, I don't know who you are, but you better get out of here.
I'll give you $200 to open that grave.
You must be crazy. That's against the law.
$500. Nobody needs to know.
$500?
Yes.
You got it with you?
Right here. See? Now, that is all yours. If I can see whose body is buried in Ann Ballin's grave.
Well, I shouldn't do it, but won't do no harm, I reckon. Won't bother her any, that's sure. So, give me the money, mister, and come on. Listen to that dog. He knows what we're doing. We should be doing this, mister. The dead shouldn't be disturbed. Rest in peace, that's what the minister always says.
Rest in peace till death do us part. Let's see who's inside that coffin, because Ann is not there. I know she is.
All right, mister. I'll lift the lid now.
I can't see anything. The shadows are so deep.
I'll shine my light in. But be prepared now. But there ain't nobody in that coffin. It's empty.
Empty. Yes, it's empty. I knew Ann couldn't be buried here. I knew she couldn't, because a month ago I married her. Ann! Ann, where are you?
Yes, Chris. Chris, here I am. Darling, where have you been all night? I've been so worried about you.
Oh, Ann, it's so good to feel you in my arms again.
Oh, dear, you act as though you never expected to see me again.
There was a moment when I thought I wouldn't. I thought... I don't know what I thought.
Chris, what happened?
I've been so mixed up. You remember Sidney Rand, don't you?
Yes, of course.
Last evening I had a drink with him, and he started telling me all the news of Owensville.
Hmm?
Then he told me that you'd been dead for a month.
That I'd been dead for a month?
Yeah. And then when I got home, you weren't here, and I thought... I don't know what I thought.
Well, darling, it was only because I ran out of gas that I wasn't here when you got home.
I should have known it was something like that, but then, see, I phoned Sam Morris in Owensville, and his mother said the same thing, that she'd gone to your funeral a month ago. So I drove straight up to Owensville.
Chris, you didn't.
I'm afraid I did. I went to the cemetery where your family's buried. there I found a grave. Yours.
My grave?
Yeah. The tombstone said, Ann Ballon, November 15th, 1922, October 14th, 1948. I couldn't believe my eyes.
What did you do then, Chris?
I paid the caretaker to help me dig up the coffin. And when we opened it, we found it empty. Ann, what is it? Why are you laughing like that? Ann!
Chris, Ann Ballon is dead.
Ann Ballon is dead? Ann, what's wrong with you? You're Ann Ballon.
I'm not, Chris. Look deeply into my eyes. Don't you recognize me?
Recognize you?
Yes. I'm not Anne. They were right. She's dead. Don't you know who I am now, darling? Do you remember that day in the ocean? I told you I'd never leave you, that I'd come back to you.
Vivian. No. You can't have come back. Your face, your eyes. You're Anne.
Only outwardly, Chris. Close your eyes.
Listen to my voice. Now you recognize me. Don't you, darling?
Vivian! You are Vivian.
Yes, Chris. Vivian in Anne's body. Because mine was lost at sea.
You can't be.
But I am, darling. Nothing can ever separate us. I love you too much. I couldn't come back to you in my own body. So I stole Anne's.
You stole Anne's body?
Yes, Chris. I drove her out of it. They thought she was dead. Before she was buried, I took her body. I escaped and closed the coffin so no one would know. Then I came to you. Oh, darling, now we can be together again as we were before. And I don't have to pretend to be Anne any longer. We'll be together forever.
Together? Forever?
Yes, forever, Chris. Nothing will ever separate us again. Not even death.
This is the mysterious traveler again. Poor Chris. He'd have been so much happier if Vivian had only hated him instead of loving him. There's nothing he can do about it now. Everyone tells him he's so lucky to have a wife who loves him so much. And then they wonder why he gets violent. At once I knew another man who... Oh, you have to get off here. I'm sorry. But I'm sure we'll meet again. I take this same train every week at this same time.
You have just heard The Mysterious Traveler, a series of dramas of the strange and terrifying. Here's an announcement of interest to listeners to this program. Mysterious Traveler comic books are now available at newsstands everywhere. Carl Caruso speaking. This is the world's largest network serving more than 500 radio stations, the Mutual Broadcasting System.
We hope you enjoyed this program from RadioClassics.com. Programs are copyright their respective owners. All rights reserved.
Broadcasting System presents The Mysterious Traveler, written, produced, and directed by Robert A. Arthur and David Cogan, and starring tonight two of radio's foremost actors, Mason Adams and Santos Ortega, in The Devil and the Deep Blue Sea.
This is The Mysterious Traveler, inviting you to join me on another journey into the realm of the strange and the terrifying. I hope you will enjoy the trip, and it will thrill you a little and chill you a little. So settle back, get a good grip on your nerves, and be comfortable, if you can, as you hear the story I call The Devil and the Deep Blue Sea. Our story begins in that part of the Caribbean Sea known as the Great Bahama Bank, which lies north of Cuba. In the calm, sparkling sea are two ships, a British destroyer and a small schooner. The schooner is a derelict and barely afloat. There's great activity aboard the destroyer as its longboat returns from the schooner. A few moments later, Chief Petty Officer Warren reports to the captain of the destroyer.
Yes, Warren?
Schooner's American, sir. The Golden Queen out of Key West. We found one man aboard. He was unconscious. He's in sick bay receiving medical attention.
Has he regained consciousness yet?
No, sir. He's in bad shape. We found him lying in the hold of the schooner. The cabin and rigging were completely gone.
Yes, but evidently the schooner received the full force of that hurricane 10 days ago. Probably the other crew members were swept overboard.
Yes, sir. I've a letter which might throw some light on the subject, sir.
A letter?
Yes, sir. I found it clenched in the unconscious man's hand. Here you are, sir.
Let me see. Written in pencil. The pages are dry now, but they seem to have been soaked with seawater.
Yes, sir.
A bit difficult to read. Let's see, it begins... It seems impossible that with the hurricane that is now sweeping over this ship, anyone will ever read these words that I am writing. The rigging and cabin are gone, and the ship is taking on water. As I lie here in the hold, I feel it can only be a matter of moments until the end. But if by some miracle this ship should survive, I leave this letter
as a record of the cruise of the Golden Queen. It all began last December 5th when 4 companions and myself sailed out of Key West. All of us, Chuck Riker, Sam Morris, Pete Ross, Harry Martin, and myself, Bill Storm, had been in the Navy together during the war. We had all pooled our savings and bought the schooner Golden Queen. Our destination, Flamingo Cay, some 450 miles to the southeast of Key West. Our objective, to recover treasure from an English pirate ship reported sunk by a Spanish man-of-war at Flamingo Cay in 1632. As we reeled off mile after mile, the days were hot and bright, the nights a dark blue velvet, with a sky full of stars, and a good breeze filled the high white spread of sails. As we sailed the same waters that countless treasure ships had sailed only a few centuries ago, there was a growing sense of excitement and anticipation aboard the Golden Queen. At dawn on the 6th day of our trip, our lookout sighted Flamingo Cay.
Hey, that's it. 3 points to starboard.
Bill, that is Flamingo Cay, isn't it?
That's it, all right. Steady as she goes.
Steady as she goes.
Here, hold one end of this chart down.
Sure, Bill.
Now, here's Flamingo Cay, and here's Pirates Lagoon.
Pirates Lagoon?
Yeah.
According to the log of the Spanish man-of-war, that's where the English pirate ship headed in, trying to escape the Spanish.
The pirate captain sailed across the entrance to the lagoon, and a hidden route I'm wide open. Sank with all hands in less than a minute.
And with all its stolen treasure still aboard.
300-year-old log of the Spanish man-of-war is right. The pirate ship is on the bottom of that lagoon directly ahead.
That lagoon is sort of big, isn't it?
Yeah, it isn't going to be easy. Back steady as she goes. A few minutes later, the Golden Queen rolled through the small opening in the jagged ring of reef and slid into the calm, smooth water of the lagoon. The anchor chain clanked as the big hook splashed into the water and found bottom. We had arrived at our destination. That afternoon, we lowered a small boat and began the tedious job of rowing back and forth across the lagoon, peering down into the crystal clear water, looking for some indication of the wrecked pirate craft. Our eyes began to ache from the reflected sunlight as we scanned the bottom of the lagoon hour after hour.
One day of searching followed another. Our spirits fell. It was on the 6th day that our luck changed.
Hey, stop rowing. Bill, look.
What? I don't see a thing.
Now, keep looking at the bottom where I'm pointing.
Oh, it just looks like a large mass of coral covered with marine growth.
Yeah, that's all it is. Yeah, but the marine growth. Can't you see the muzzle of a cannon sticking through?
Hey, you may be right. It does look like the muzzle of a cannon.
Do you think that marine-covered mass to be the...
Sure, it's the pirate wreck. Sam, I think you found it. Chuck, drop a boy to mark the spot.
Right, Bill.
Now let's get back to the Golden Queen and get the diving equipment ready. This may be it. An hour later, I was in the diving suit. Sam gave the helmet the 8th turn that fastened and locked. The faceplate was slammed shut, and I could feel the air coming through my lines from the pump. I stepped onto the diving platform, and a moment later was descending into the clear, warm water. Fish of all colors darted about me as I was slowly lowered. My weighted boots struck bottom at 130 feet. Following the beam of light over my helmet, I peered into the wall of water around me. Suddenly, my heart began pounding with excitement. So less than 200 feet away was the large marine-covered mass of coral. I began to cautiously make my way toward it, keeping a careful eye out for sharks and morays which abounded in these waters. As I made my way closer, I could clearly see that the marine growth covered an old hulk. The ship lay on its side with a huge gaping hole in the broken hull. Scattered on the floor of the lagoon were ancient barnacle-encrusted cannon, guns, and timbers. Beyond a doubt, it was the wreck of the English pirate ship. I signaled on my line, and Sam sent down the explosives that would have been used to blast the hull. I wasted no time in planting the charges in the hull. It was just as I had finished that I heard his voice.
So you've come for Captain Murdoch's treasure, eh?
I whirled about clumsily, instinctively. But I was alone. Then I heard it again.
They've all come for my treasure. Cutthroats and cut purses, gulls and conies. And they've all left their skins.
Again, I whirled about, seeking for that voice, but there was nothing at all. I could feel a scream welling up within me. As the voice spoke again, I gave 3 sharp tugs on my line. It was the emergency signal.
You'll be back, laddie. But remember, it's Captain Murdoch you've got to deal with. Captain Murdoch.
Keep the pumps going, Pete, until I get the faceplate open. Okay. Hey, Bill, I was wrong. Why'd you give the emergency signal?
Jesus, why does it see? Bill, what happened?
Was it an octopus? An octopus? Yeah.
Yeah, sure, these waters are full of them. You should have taken a saddle and torch down with you. They don't like torches.
Yeah.
You just take it easy for a while.
Bill, did you plant the explosives?
Sure.
Pete, detonate the explosives.
Okay, here goes.
They didn't go off. Bill, you're sure you made the connection?
I made them all right.
Well, they must have gotten loose. We'll just have to try again.
What about my going down?
No.
Why not?
Well, because Chuck's only a beginner, and he's never gone down that deep.
You got a point there.
Well, okay. Means we'll have to wait until tomorrow.
Yeah. Bill will go down as soon as it's daylight and plant some more explosives. Right, Bill?
Right. Well, that night I lay awake in my bunk, going over and over in my mind the dive I had made and the strange voice I had heard. I kept telling myself that it had been an hallucination, that must be it. Being in pirate waters, the excitement of the search, going down to 130 feet, all had combined to create this hallucination. It was the only possible answer. What other answer could there be? Morning came and I donned the diving suit. Sam handed me an acetylene torch. And a few minutes later, I was descending into the calm, green water. I touched bottom only a few feet from the wreck and signaled Sam to send down the explosives. As I waited, I found myself constantly turning in a circle, peering through my faceplate at the well of water which pressed in on me. The explosives were lowered to me, and I planted them in the hull. As I finished, I heard that voice once again.
You've come back, have you?
He spoke. I could feel cold shivers running through my body. and I fought the impulse to give the emergency signal.
Aye. That's the curse of treasure. Once a man tends it, there's no turning back. Ask me, laddie. Captain Murdoch. I'll tell you.
Where are you?
Where am I? Ask the fish that stripped me of me flesh and left me bones as a warning to the likes of you. Look at you. Huddling about like a jackanapes to see me. Hey, you fool. Did you think the spirit of a man could descend?
What do you want?
The 3 centuries I've haunted this accursed wreck, waiting for the likes of you. And now you've come. A treasure, laddie, such as you've never seen. Rubies and diamonds, pearls and sapphires, silver and gold. The wealth I saw from a dozen Spanish galleons. I'll share it with you, if you agree to my terms.
Terms?
Aye, laddie, terms. First, I'll share with you and only you. For the others, a dagger or the plank.
A dagger? Or the plank?
Aye. Many's the crew that felt my steel when there's been treasure to share.
You mean murder Sam, Chuck, and the others?
Aye.
Your boys. What you're saying, it's all an hallucination. It must be. I'm just hearing things.
I cannot word. What manner of weeping is this? What the steel do the men have done?
Stop talking. Stop talking. Do you hear? I won't do it. I won't.
You do it, laddie. Or you'll ne'er take my treasure.
Who's to stop me? A voice? A sheer hallucination?
Captain Murdoch, laddie. Captain Murdoch.
You're just a voice. You can't stop me. But no. Don't. You're choking me. Stop.
Can't feel me, laddie. But you can feel my wrath, can you not?
Let go.
You'll find me a reasonable captain if you follow my orders. But if you don't, laddie, you'll ne'er see the sun again. Now these are my sons. Stay haste to my work.
How is he, Sam? Right. He's just coming to. All right, take it easy, Bill. Just lie where you are.
What happened?
Well, I signaled you while you were on the bottom, but you didn't answer, so we hauled you up, but fast. We didn't even stop for decompression stages.
What made you pass out?
I don't know.
Maybe your airline got snarled on the wreck.
Maybe.
Did you plant the explosives?
Yeah.
All right. Pete, detonate it.
Okay. Hang on to something.
Did it?
Look at all those pieces of wood and dead fish coming up to the surface.
Yeah. That explosion must have ripped the wreck wide open. Ought to be soft pickings from here on in. What do you say, Bill?
Yeah, soft pickings.
All right, come on, boys. Let's get the diving equipment in A1 shape. Tomorrow's the big day.
All that night I lay awake in my bunk, staring into the darkness, trying not to think of that voice. But there was no escaping. I could hear his every word over and over, relentlessly pounding into my brain, till I could no longer think for myself. As I donned the diving suit shortly after dawn, I could see Sam and the others eyeing me curiously as they helped me on with my equipment. 15 minutes later, I was on the bottom, making my way towards the wreck. The stern portion of the hulk had been blown into hundreds of fragments, and the floor of the lagoon was littered with old firearms, metal armor, broken gun flints, and cannonballs. As I picked my way through the debris, he spoke.
Come for the treasure, eh, laddie? Now that you and me are partners, you're welcome to it. And what a treasure it is.
Where is it?
You'll find 4 chests buried under that wreckage to your starboard.
There?
Aye. It took 12 ships and 1,000 lives to make up that treasure. Wait till you set eye on the precious stones I plucked from the San Cristo Domingo, worth a king's ransom.
These chests are filled with treasure?
Aye. And well you might keep. Lash that rope around them, laddie. It's heavy they are.
They must each weigh at least 500 pounds.
Aye. Last them snugly. It's our fortune you have there, laddie. We'll buy the world for us.
All right, hold still, will you, Bill? I'm trying to get your helmet off. There. Look at it, boy.
Poor chest, Bill. Filled to the brim with jewels and gold. Just look at it. Sam, what do you think it's worth?
$5 million, maybe 10, even 20. Who knows? Look at this diamond. Why, it's the size of an egg. There's no telling what it's worth.
Some of the other diamonds are almost as big.
Boy, we really hit the jackpot. Why, Bill, what's wrong? You haven't said a thing.
I guess I'm tired. Help me out of this suit.
Why, sure. Give me a hand, boys. This is the guy who did it for us.
We sure did.
I don't mind helping you, but this is hardly the kind of work for millionaires. You're talking, Pete. And, boy, just as soon as we get Bill out of this diving suit, we'll weigh anchor for Key West.
Well, I gotta...
What do you mean, no?
Let's stick around so that I can make another dive tomorrow. I may have overlooked a couple of chests.
Well, that's hardly likely. No, you've done enough diving, Bill. I don't mind telling you that you've had us all worried these past couple of days.
Yeah. You've been acting kind of strange.
That's wrong with him that $1 million won't cure.
Sun's already setting. We'll leave tomorrow.
Okay. I guess another night here can't make much difference. We'll weigh anchor at dawn. Now let's get these 4 chests below.
That night I lay in my bunk, waiting, watching. First Sam, then Pete, then Harry fell asleep. I slipped quietly out of my bunk, crossed the cabin, and stepped out on deck. A full moon shone down on the Golden Queen, and I could see Chuck, who was on watch, standing near the wheel, smoking. As I approached, he turned and saw me.
Hello, Bill. Couldn't sleep, huh?
No.
What about the others?
They're sleeping.
Don't see how they can do it. I'm so excited I couldn't. All I can think of is the treasure and what I'm going to do with my share.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the matter with you? Don't sound very enthused.
I guess I'm just tired.
Those dives you made must have taken a lot out of you.
Yeah. It did. Is that a ship out there?
Where?
There, 3 points to start.
I'm looking, but I don't see any.
I caught him and he dropped, and I carefully eased his body over the rail and let go. He hit the water with only a small splash and was gone. When dawn came, the others had followed. I was alone on the Golden Queen. Alone? No, that isn't quite correct. He was aboard. I couldn't see him, but he was with me all right. With his assistance, I weighed anchor. A half hour later, using the auxiliary engine, the Golden Queen slipped through the opening in the lagoon and out to sea. For a day and a night, I stood at the wheel, and when I was exhausted, he took over. It was on the 4th day that the hurricane caught me. Within the first hour, it swept the rigging and cabin overboard and left me helpless. Mountainous waves, one after another, are breaking over the Golden Queen.
And only a miracle can save me. If I go down, surely I must, at least he'll go with me. I realize now, too late, that... The letter ends at this point.
What do you make of it, sir?
Make of it? Well, it's obviously the letter of an insane mind. Bill Storm, the unconscious man that you found aboard the derelict, became demented when his 4 companions were swept overboard during the hurricane. And, as a result, wrote this fantastic letter.
Sir, while searching through Storm's pockets for the identification, I found these.
3 coins.
Yes. If you scrape the brown crust off him, you'll see that gold pieces.
Look here. These coins are hundreds of years old.
Yes.
Well, that part of the letter about recovering sunken treasure might possibly have been true. Did you find any chests aboard the derelict?
No, sir. It was swept as clean as a whistle.
Well, perhaps it wasn't only the loss of his 4 companions, but the loss of the treasure as well that sent Storm out of his mind. Yes.
Sir, do you think there might have been anything to do with this Captain Murdoch he mentions in the letter?
Certainly not. Don't be ridiculous. I'm amazed at you, Warren. Next, you'll be telling me that you believe in ghosts.
Oh, sorry.
Come along to the sick bay. We'll see if Storm has regained consciousness yet.
This fellow Storm, he seems to be regaining consciousness, sir. He's opening his heart. Can't make out where he is.
All right, now, Storm, just lie quietly. Don't try to speak. You're quite safe now. You're aboard a British destroyer. The doctor says you're going to be all right.
He's trying to say something, sir.
No, don't try to speak, Storm. Just lie quietly and take it right. What was that?
He was asking, sir, about the treasure.
Oh, yes, the treasure. Well, I'll get to that, Storm, in just a moment. But the main thing to remember is that it's a miracle that you survived. You know, I read that fantastic letter you wrote, and I can only attribute it to the shock and grief of losing your shipmates in the hurricane. Never read such utter claptrap. Pirate ghosts, indeed. As for the treasure, I'm sorry to say that the hurricane swept your schooner clean. All that Chief Warren found were these 3 gold coins. The rest, I'm afraid, is gone.
Gone?
Yes, my good man, swept overboard.
Swept overboard? Why, you
sniveling, perfumed, white-bellied girl. You think the likes of you can keep my treasure from me? Ask the others that tried it. Black Irish, Billy Bones, the Frenchman, Captain Bull. They felt my steel and left their bones to bleach in the sun. Bring me my chest, or I'll rip your tongue out and hang it to the highest yardarm. It sure as my name is Captain Murdoch.
My good man, excuse me. You're out of your mind. Warren, help!
You, Captain Murdoch, treasure, would you? Let's see out of the world, laddie boy. If I did the other. Help! You'll never keep Murdoch's treasure. No, you struggling laddie. You're done for.
Mysterious traveler again. Did you enjoy our trip? Or was the captain of the British destroyer choked to death? Oh, no, he was saved. He's never been the same since. As for poor old Bill Storm, well, he's now safely under lock and key. He still speaks in 17th century English and insists he's Captain Murdoch. And now and then, he buttonholes one of his attendants and whispers of fabulous loot to be won on the high seas through piracy. But so far, he's been unable to muster up the crew. That reminds me of next week's story, The Accusing Corpse. It's about a murderer who discovered that the dead sometimes arise from the grave to... Oh, you have to get off here. I'm sorry. But I'm sure we'll meet again. I take this same train every week at the same time.
You have just heard The Mysterious Traveler, a series of dramas of the strange and terrifying. The role of the Mysterious Traveler is played by Maurice Tarplin. Frank McCarthy speaking. This program came from New York. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
Broadcasting System presents The Mysterious Traveler, written, produced, and directed by Robert A. Arthur and David Cogan, and starring tonight 2 of radio's outstanding personalities, Frank Reddick and Jan Miner, in an original play titled Death Has a Cold Breath.
This is The Mysterious Traveler, inviting you to join me on another journey into the realm of the strange and the terrifying. I hope you will enjoy the trip
And it will thrill you a little and chill you a little as we discover that death has a cold breath. Your name is Andy Marlowe. Once you were a very successful publicity agent. But this morning, as you slouch behind your big mahogany desk, you feel terrible. You're nursing a hangover. You're worrying about the IOUs you've been passing out the last few months to certain rather tough individuals who run gambling houses. You're slipping fast. Your bankroll is gone. Your girl, Julie, who's just as hard and beautiful as the diamond she loves to wear, is looking for greener pastures. And you're on the skids. Unless you come up with a smart idea. You stare at your appointment pad with bleary eyes. The first name on it is Harold Farrington. Harold Farrington, the matinee idol of 20 years back. Now he's a has-been ham. You almost tell your assistant to send him away, but you change your mind and have him sent in.
Andy, old boy, you're looking splendid. I just got back from Florida. Thought I'd drop in and say hello.
Sit down, Harold, and cut out the hot air. You haven't the price of a trip to South Jersey, much less Florida, and I know it.
Always bluff and direct, Andy. That's what I like about you. Yes, it's embarrassing to admit it, but I am financially substandard at the moment.
If it's a touch, Harold, the answer is no.
I wouldn't dream of asking you for a loan, Andy. I want to retain you, to enlist your services to put me once again on the front pages. Remember 6 months ago, you dreamed up that idea of a national theater that I hope to found? That got me nice headlines, Andy.
Yes, but you didn't get a job out of it. I'm going to be frank with you, Harold.
Of course, old man, of course.
The only way you'll ever work on Broadway again is to get a job in the street cleaning department.
Andy. But I know you're only joking. Just remind the public of me and the women will clamor to see me again. I've always had success with the women, you know.
The answer is no. I like to get paid for my services.
But you will, Andy. 6 months ago, for your last campaign, I made you sole beneficiary in my will. You'll collect when I die.
Sole beneficiary in your will. What a laugh. I think I fell for your line about having trust funds that would pay off when you died. I checked up later. You don't even own a spare suit of clothes.
I admit I exaggerated. I confess
Oh,
it.
that's mighty white of you.
However, this might interest you. A letter that was forwarded to me last week. Read what it says.
6 pages in a woman's handwriting, reeking with gardenia perfume. Phooey.
It's from a wealthy widow in Boston. 25 years ago, she was an admirer of mine. Her name is Abby Wilson, Mrs. Abby Wilson, and she's worth $500,000.
Harold, you bore me. So does Mrs. Abby Wilson. Now get to the point, will you?
I am, Andy. She's ill, slowly dying. And having read about my plan to start a theater, which I would run in the interest of a free, untrammeled stage, she decided to make the dream possible by leaving me all her money when she dies. Now, don't you see, Andy, that will of mine is now worth something. When Mrs. Abby Wilson dies, I'm a rich man.
Pipe dreams, Harold. She's probably a crackpot in an old lady's home. And to show you what I think of your will, in which I'm sole beneficiary, let's see, it ought to be in this drawer here. Yeah, here it is. Now, watch, Harold. There's your precious will where it belongs, in the wastebasket. Now, get out of here, you old has-been. I'm busy.
Your exasperation finally has gotten the better of you, Andy. You kick Harold Farrington out. Then, feeling worse than ever, you slump in your chair again. You're still slouched there half an hour later when the telephone rings.
Hello.
Hello, darling.
Oh, hello, Julie.
My. The Wonder Boy sounds as if he had a hangover this morning.
No, I'm all right. Just catching a little cold, that's all.
Oh, then you'll probably be glad to have me break our date for tonight.
Break our date?
Yes. I won't be able to make it tonight, Andy. So sorry.
Why won't you be able to make it? I've had those tickets for weeks.
I'm flying out to the coast at midnight, sweetheart. Bill Wentworth is throwing a really big house party, and then a cruise on his yacht afterwards.
What?
He phoned last night to invite me, and I accepted.
Julie, you can't walk out on me like this. Just because Wentworth has money.
And you have charm, Andy. But the charm's been wearing a little thin lately. And so has your bankroll. So goodbye, darling. See you around.
Julie, wait. Hard-boiled little gold diggers. I'll get another bankroll somehow. Then she'll come running back. I know Julie.
For a moment, Andy, you daydream about being rich again. But you're rudely interrupted by the sound of an argument outside and your office door opens.
Hello, Marlowe. Your office boy didn't want to let me in, but I persuaded him I had business with you.
Oh, hello, Rocky. I'm glad you dropped in.
Yeah.
I've been planning to get in touch with you. I've got a big deal in the fire. Yeah, going to get a big fee out of it.
Well, I hope you do, Andy, for your sake.
So, Rocky, I just wanted to ask you if you could just wait a few days on those IOUs. I'll really be flush.
Oh, nobody ever said Rocky Smith wasn't a reasonable man. What's your idea of a few days?
Well, naturally, I don't get my fee until my client begins to see himself in the headlines, so... Well, how about 60 days, Rocky?
Huh. Because I never got past the 8th grade, Marlowe. But 60 seems to me considerably more than a few. I'll let you have 3 days. And that's all.
When he's gone, you hastily pour yourself a drink, Andy. Just then your telephone rings. You let it ring. What can it be but more bad news? Finally, the ringing gets on your nerves. You answer it.
Hello?
Hello, is this Mr. Andrew Marlowe?
Yes, this is Marlowe speaking.
Well, my name is Phelps, Mr. Marlowe. I'm calling from Boston.
Yes, Mr. Phelps.
Well, Mr. Marlowe, I'm very anxious to contact Mr. Harold Farrington. I believe he's a client of yours.
Well, you could call it that. Yeah, he was here. Left about half an hour ago.
Oh, well, can you possibly locate him for me, Mr. Marlowe? It's rather important. You see, I represent the estate of the late Mrs. Abby Wilson. I'm anxious...
Wait a minute. Did you say the estate of the late Mrs. Abby Wilson?
Well, yes, Mr. Marlowe. Mrs. Wilson died day before yesterday. And it appears that her new will leaves everything she owns to Mr. Farrington. I believe she was once an admirer of his.
Oh, yes. I know all about that, Mr. Phelps. I'll tell you, I'll locate Harold for you. You just leave it to me.
Well, I certainly appreciate it, Mr. Marlowe. I'd like him here for the probating of the will. Of course, as soon as the news gets out...
He goes on talking, but you're not listening, Andy. Your mind is working like lightning now. So that crazy story of Harold's about a rich widow leaving him everything was true. Like a fool, you tore up Harold's will, making you his heir. There must be some way to save the situation. Then it comes to you. The whole plan is one brilliant inspiration. You interrupt the lawyer.
Oh, Mr. Phelps, excuse me, please.
But... Yes, Mr. Marlowe?
If you let me handle all the publicity, I can keep it dignified and still make it a valuable asset to Mr. Farrington's plan.
Oh, yes, I can understand that.
Now, if you'll see to it that nobody else hears about this until you and me and Mr. Farrington can get together...
Why, I think that can be managed, Mr. Marlowe.
Good. Then I'm going to hang up now and find Farrington. And when I do, I'll phone you. So, goodbye for now, Mr. Phelps.
You hang up and snatch that torn-up will from the wastebasket. Carefully, you paste the torn will together with Scotch tape. Then you set out to find Harold Farrington. You try his rooming house first.
No, Mr. Farrington ain't in. I don't know where he is, and I don't care. Unless he comes back with the $35,000 rent he owes me. You might try Tim O'Sullivan's saloon round the corner. That's where he usually hangs out.
You hurry to the corner saloon, but the actor's not there. Desperately perspiring in your anxiety, you try all the other local saloons. At last you find him. In a corner table in the cheapest bar of them all. You can see he's almost pie-eyed.
Merely, this is my good old friend Andy. Have a drink. It's not good liquor, but it's cheap. That's his great recommendation. It's cheap.
Yes, I'm sorry, Harold. I can't drink now. I've hunted you up to apologize. I was only joking this morning. I am going to put on a campaign for you. I'm going to get your name in all the papers.
Well, that's mighty fine, Andy. Calls for a celebration. Waiter, 2 more.
You sit down, Andy, controlling your impatience. You bring out the damaged will and get Harold to initial each torn section. Then you tell him about your publicity scheme for him. He's to disappear, you explain, after threatening to kill himself.
Threatened to kill myself, man. To die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, and there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. Shakespeare, Andy. All right, sounds like a good scheme. I'll cooperate.
Your plan is working, Andy. Working beautifully. You get Harold Farrington into the phone booth. You phone Ross of the Daily Ledger, and Farrington talks to him.
Hello, Ross. This is Harold Farrington. Just wanted to tell you I'm going to play a big role soon in The Tragedy of Man. I'm going to play the corpse. What am I talking about? I'm just trying to tell you, old boy, the time has come to ring down the curtain. Going to end the little drama of Harold Farrington. Hello. Andy, how do you like that? He said I was drunk, and he hung up.
Yes, your scheme is working beautifully. You have Harold Farrington phone all the critics and tell them he's going to kill himself. But then Farrington collapses. Desperately, you realize you have to have help. You telephone Julie. You persuade her to bring her car and meet you. You show her the will. Tell her about Mrs. Abby Wilson.
Surely, Julie, you understand. If this will is legal, I'll come at $500,000 soon.
I understand that, darling. But just how are you going to collect? I mean, suppose dear Harold decides to stay alive and then changes his will.
He won't. I mean, how long can he live drinking as he does? He's on his last legs.
You mean you'll keep him supplied with free liquor until he obligingly drinks himself to death, Andy dear?
Yes, something like that. I haven't time to tell you the details now, but somebody has to get Harold to my cabin up in the woods and keep him hidden there. That's your job, Julie. Get him there, keep him there, and don't let anybody know he is there. Darling, for both our sakes, say you'll do it.
Well, it means missing Bill Wentworth's party, but all right, I'll do it. Only, Andy, darling, this scheme of yours had better pay off.
So that's taken care of. Julie starts off for your secluded cabin in the mountains with Harold Farrington. You promise to join her the following night. The next morning, you get busy on the phone, ostensibly trying to trace Farrington. Among others, you call your old friend, the theatrical critic, Paul Milton.
Yes, Paul, I am worried about Harold Farrington. It's no gag. I know he called you yesterday and threatened to commit suicide, and I think he meant it. I'm really worried about him. Okay, I'll keep looking. See you soon, Paul. We'll have a drink together.
Paul Milton's skepticism is typical, and it's just what you want. Last of all, you call another old friend, Captain Harry Banning, in the Bureau of Missing Persons.
Oh, now, Harry, I'm not trying to drum up a story. Farrington really is missing. I want you to put out a missing persons notice now. Well, if that's the way you feel about it, I'll have to find him without any help from the police.
You hang up, and you're pleased, Andy. Very pleased. That evening, you catch the train for the little town of Ridge Gap, where your cabin is located. At the Ridge Gap station, you slip away into the darkness without being noticed. It's bitterly cold, but you walk the 2 miles to your cabin. There you find Julie and Harold Farrington having a drink in the living room. After the necessary greetings, you waste no time in getting down to business.
Well, kids, we're rolling. The editors are beginning to believe in your suicide, Harold.
Andy, I'm not so sure that the suicide is a good publicity angle. The more I think about it...
Of course it's a good angle. Isn't it, Julie?
Why, of course it is, Harold. Why, it'll get the critics to writing long, appreciative articles about you. The kinds of thing the producers all notice.
Well, maybe, but I still think...
Harold, you hired me to do the thinking. Now, listen. You write me a long letter of farewell. Understand?
A letter of farewell. Well, I could do that with the quotations from my great plays, Macbeth, Hamlet.
That's it, Harold?
Yes. I'll take the letter back to New York with me. I'll call all the critics. I'll get a couple of them to rush up here with me. Now, just before we get here, you take one sleeping tablet. Then pretend to be unable to wake until we've worked over you for at least half an hour. You got it?
Yes, of course. I could do that.
Look, absolutely on the level. Tomorrow evening, your name will be headlines from coast to coast.
Well, if you're sure, Andy.
I'm positive. Now, sit down at my desk and start writing that suicide note. And be sure to apologize to me for using my cabin. You understand, Harold?
You leave Harold Farrington busy writing the suicide letter. You take Julie into the next room to tell her the rest of your plan.
And as soon as he finishes that letter, Harold's going to die. You understand that, don't you, Julie?
Die? Andy, you didn't say anything about that when you sent me up here with him. I'm not going to have anything to do with murder.
Harold will drink himself to death in another 6 months. What difference does it make if he goes now? It means $500,000 to us, me and you. It's perfectly safe. By now, half New York knows Harold was threatening to kill himself.
You go on talking, persuading her.
Rich.
And when you want to be, you can be very persuasive.
Maybe a few hours.
At last, Julie gives in to your scheme.
All right, Andy. I'll do it. But let's get it over with quickly.
You go back into the living room. Harold has finished writing his farewell to you and the world, and he's reading it aloud with great self-appreciation.
Out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. Oh, there you are, Andy. Listen, I think this is rather good.
He begins at the beginning and reads the whole letter to you. It's what you want, exactly. As he reads, you busy yourself fixing him a drink. And into the drink, you pour the contents of a small bottle. Harold Farrington finishes his letter and waits for your applause.
That's splendid, Harold. Simply terrific.
It nearly made me cry, just listening to it.
I think without undue modesty, one could say it's good theater. Oh, is that a drink for me, Andy?
Well, it isn't for anybody else, Harold.
Thank you. I've earned this drink. Well, bottoms up.
He drinks, and in 5 minutes, it's all over. For one last instant, he stares at you accusingly, then his eyes close, and he falls forward on the desk.
He's dead. Perfect, Julie. Couldn't have worked out better.
Now what, Andy? Back to New York and come find him tomorrow or the next day?
No. It's all going to be settled tonight.
Tonight?
Yes. There's a very special reason why. I owe some money. But tomorrow I've got to be able to prove I can pay it from the inheritance. Now, we're going to drive to Ridge Gap, have dinner, and pretend we're on our way up here from New York. Then we arrive here, find Harold dead, and phone the sheriff. That's all there is to it.
Andy, now wait a minute.
What is it?
What time is Harold supposed to have died?
Well, sometime last night when I was in New York.
That's impossible. In his body. It'll still be warm when the sheriff gets here. The sheriff will know that Harold must have died this evening.
Yeah. But that's right. I forgot that. I can't wait till tomorrow. Just can't. I got it.
What?
It's cold out. Only about 15 above zero.
Yeah.
We'll put Harold out on the terrace, chair and all, for half an hour. And then he'll be cold, plenty cold. It'll seem as if he died hours ago.
Swiftly, you and Julie lift the chair in which Harold Farrington sits. You carry it out on the terrace in the bitterly cold wind. There you leave Harold to cool a bit. Back in the house, you set everything straight, remove all evidence of Julie's having been there. You wait half an hour, 45 minutes, Then you carry Harold back in, chair and all, and pose him properly in front of the desk where his touching suicide note waits. The picture is perfect.
Cold enough now. Feel his forehead.
It's like ice.
Yeah. That's because he died last night, my dear. Now let's go. We'll have dinner at the village. Make sure we're seen. Then come up here and discover Harold.
Your program goes off without a hitch, Andy. In the village of Ridge Gap, you make sure witnesses see you eating. You tell the waitress you're just on your way to the cabin. Then you drive up and find poor Harold's body. In half an hour, the sheriff is there with the coroner. The sheriff looks around, listens to your story, reads the letter Harold so obligingly wrote, and nods.
Yep. Certainly is a plain enough story, Mr. Marlowe. Poor fella, down on his luck, decided to end it all. You say you gave him a key to this cabin 6 months ago?
Yes, that's right, Sheriff. 6 months ago, I did a publicity campaign for him, and we used to come up here to work out our plans. I gave him a key then, and he kept it.
And poor Harold crept here to die in hiding.
That's how it goes. Well, I guess there's no use our hanging around any longer. Poor fella's stone cold. Means he died last night or this morning, I guess. Well, Doc, let's phone Williams, the undertaker, and get this over with.
I guess we better wait a mite before we call the undertaker, Sheriff.
Wait? What for?
There's something a bit peculiar here.
Peculiar? Well, what do you mean, Doc?
Feel this fellow's forehead. Mighty cold, isn't it?
That's right. Cold as ice. Shows he's been dead quite some time.
Yes, everybody knows that. It's in every detective story. His forehead was as cold as ice. Wish I had $1 for each time I've read that.
Yes, but I'm afraid you don't get my point. You see, a dead body can only cool off to the temperature of the room it's in.
Oh, well, what are you getting at?
Just this. I took the temperature of this suicide. His body temperature's only 45 degrees.
45 degrees?
That's right.
Well, how could that be, Doc? This room is 70 degrees. It ain't possible.
Andy.
Be quiet, Joey.
You're right, Sheriff. It isn't possible. Unless this suicide walked outdoors and practically froze himself. He came back in, sat down, and waited for us. And I don't think he did.
What you're saying, Doc, is, it's not suicide. It's murder. And I reckon we got the murderers right here in this room with us. Well, folks, how about it?
This is the mysterious traveler again. Dear me, it's a cold wind that blows nobody good, isn't it? Yes, Andy and Julie were persuaded to confess. It wasn't hard to get a confession, since each rushed in to blame the other. Such a clever scheme, too. Not a flaw in it. If only Andy hadn't been in such a hurry to cool the corpse off. The moral is, never rush a corpse and let it take its own time, even if it kills you. Oh, that reminds me of next week's story, The Hot Seat. It's about a dim-witted fellow with but one thing in mind, revenge. However, his weapon was not the knife, gun, or poison. It was... Oh, you have to get off here. I'm sorry. But I'm sure we'll meet again. I take this same train every week at this same time.
You have just heard The Mysterious Traveler, a series of dramas of the strange and terrifying. The role of the mysterious traveler is played by Maurice Tarplin. This is Jack Farron speaking. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System. Broadcasting System presents The Mysterious Traveler, written, produced, and directed by Robert A. Arthur and David Cogan, And starring tonight, two of radio's foremost personalities, Santos Ortega and Ann Shepard, in Out of the Past.
This is the Mysterious Traveler, inviting you to join me on another journey into the realm of the strange and the terrifying. I hope you will enjoy the trip, that it will thrill you a little and chill you a little. So settle back, get a good grip on your nerves, and be comfortable, if you can, as you hear Out of the Past. Your name is Joan Morgan, and as you stand looking over Central Park from your penthouse terrace on this beautiful spring day, you can't help but feel you're the luckiest woman living. You're young, attractive, fairly wealthy, and happily married to a Broadway actor. Yes, Joan, there's little more you could ask for. The doorbell rings. You run to the door to greet your husband, Keith, who's home from his matinee performance.
Hello, beautiful. How's my one and only?
Hello, darling. Oh, Keith, no wonder every actress wants to have you for her leading man.
Nonsense. I'll have you know the only person I kiss like that is my wife.
Better say that. How was the matinee today?
Fine. I got 7 curtain calls. Oh, here's the afternoon mail. I picked it up at the desk.
Anything for me?
I haven't looked it over, dear.
Oh, yes, here's one for me. 3 others for you, dear.
Let's see. This one's a bill from the hotel management. Darling, we're living beyond our means.
Oh, Keith, you're not going to start that again, are you? Well, we have over $500,000.
I've told you a dozen times I won't touch that money. It's yours, not mine.
Darling, it isn't a question of it's being yours or mine. It's ours.
Joan, I made it clear to you when we got married that we'd have to live on the money I earn.
Then what'll I do with my money if you won't allow me to spend it?
Well, someday we'll have 6 children. You can save it for that.
All right, darling. I wonder who my letter can be from.
You rip open the envelope, Joan, as Keith looks at the rest of his mail. For a moment you feel as if your heart has stopped. Then it begins to beat wildly. Over and over you read the 2 sentences. A friend from Europe expects you tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock at the Hotel Edgewood. Please bring $25,000 in cash, or else I shall be forced to take action. John Benedict.
Joan, what is it? What's wrong, darling?
What did you say?
You look so upset. Is it that letter you're reading?
Letter? No. No.
Well, then, if it isn't the letter, what is it?
It's nothing, darling, nothing at all. It's just that I have a headache.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I get you something?
No, Keith, no, I'll be all right. All I need is a little rest.
Come in, won't you, Joan? Sorry to have kept you waiting.
Martin, you must help me.
Why, of course, Joan. You know I'd do anything for you. Sit down and tell me about it.
Martin, I'm in trouble. I'm in great trouble.
But, Joan, what is it? What's wrong?
I'm being blackmailed.
Blackmailed?
Yes.
By whom?
A man named John Benedict. I don't know who he is. But I received a letter from him yesterday afternoon.
There's only one thing to do, and that's to go to the police. I'll call the district attorney.
No. I can't go to the police.
Why not?
This man, Benedict, knows something I can't afford to have exposed.
What does he know, Joan?
Please, don't ask me. I know that you are my father's best friend, but I can't tell you. Believe me, if it ever gets out, it would ruin my marriage. My life. I couldn't stand to lose Keith. I couldn't. I'd rather die.
All right, Joan. I think you're making a mistake, but I'll help you. How much money does this man Benedict want?
A half hour later, you enter a dingy hotel and go to room 14. As Martin opens the door, he reveals a squalid, dimly lit room. For the first time, Joan, you see John Benedict. He's a tall, heavy man with coarse features and a thick black beard. In the half-light, he appears to be about 50. His clothes are of fine English cut, but time and wear have taken their toll. He stares at you for a moment, Joan, then speaks.
How do you do, Mrs. Morgan? Won't you please come in?
Thank you. This is Mr. Walker, friend.
Yes, of course. I trust you will forgive me these dismal surroundings, but alas, I am quite penniless.
So you thought it would be an excellent idea to blackmail this lady for funds?
I am afraid you misunderstand me, Mr. Walker. I am not forcing this beautiful lady to give me 5,000 pounds. Rather, I am, shall we say, requesting a loan.
Yes, but if she doesn't give you this loan, you'll ruin her marriage or her life.
It would distress me to ruin anyone's life. But then it also distresses me to live in a pigsty like this.
A much more suitable place would be the state penitentiary.
Martin, please don't talk like that.
Evidently, Mrs. Morgan, your friend is more interested in having me placed in prison than in saving you from disaster. I'm afraid you have not revealed our little secret to Mr. Walker.
No, I haven't.
Well, then, perhaps if we were to tell him, he would not be quite so eager to imprison me. Perhaps if he knew that at one time you had...
No. Don't say any more. I'll pay you.
Allow me to commend you on your good judgment.
Martin, give him the money. Give it to him.
Very well. Here's your filthy blood money.
Thank you. I think you have been very wise, Mrs. Morgan. Very wise indeed. Good day.
In the weeks that follow, Joan, you try to forget Mr. Benedict and the terrifying secret he shares with you. But you aren't successful, are you? Everywhere you go, you unconsciously find yourself fearfully looking for him. Life has become tense, frightening. Then one afternoon, while Keith is at rehearsal of a new play, you receive a phone call. A call that sends you in a panic to Martin Walker's office.
Martin, I've heard from him again.
Benedict?
Yes, he phoned an hour ago. He wants $50,000.
50,000? Maybe now you'll have sense enough to let me turn this over to the police.
No, I can't do that.
You mean you're going to buy him off a second time?
Yes, I must.
But you can't. What's to prevent his extorting money from you a third or a fourth time? He'll squeeze you dry.
The money doesn't matter, do you hear? Nothing matters but keeping what Benedict knows from Keith. If Keith finds out, it'll mean the end of everything for me. Everything.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Morgan. Oh, I see you brought Mr. Walker. And I was counting on a pleasant afternoon. May I take your coat?
No.
Benedict, what do you mean by asking for $50,000? We paid you $25,000. That was supposed to keep your mouth shut.
Well, it has. Up to now. But as you can see by this suite of rooms, Mr. Walker, it takes money to live lavishly. Therefore, I shall need more.
Well, you shan't have it. We paid you off once. We're not paying you off again. There's a limit to what anyone will pay.
Yes, quite true, Mr. Walker. But the limit has not been reached as yet.
You swine. If I had my way, I'd call the police and put you where you belong.
Mrs. Morgan, I am afraid you are allowing your friend to go too far. I have but to pick up this telephone, and your world will come crashing down about.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't. Martin, give him the money.
But June...
Give it to him. I can't stand this anymore.
Very well. Here it is, Benedict. But I warn you, you'd better not try anything further. There is such a thing as pushing a person too far.
I shall try to remember that, Mr. Walker. Thank you for your advice and the money.
You're trembling with fear as you leave Benedict's luxurious suite, aren't you, Joan? And even when you reach your own apartment, the fear hasn't left you. Weeks pass, and life is a nightmare. Every time someone knocks at the door or the phone rings, your heart begins to beat wildly. And worst of all, Keith senses something is wrong.
I'll answer it.
But I'm much closer to it, dear.
Hello?
Is this Mr. Morgan's apartment?
Yes?
This is the stage manager at the theater. Will you please remind Mr. Morgan of the special matinee we're giving today?
Oh, yes. Yes, I'll tell him. It was the theater calling, Keith, to remind you of today's special performance.
I haven't forgotten. It's only 5:02. I still have a few minutes before I have to leave. Joan.
Yes.
What is it, darling? What's come over you?
Come over me?
Yes. These past weeks, you've been just a bundle of nerves. Every time the phone rings or the mail arrives, you begin to tremble. What's wrong?
Darling, you're just imagining all that.
Joan, stop acting as though I were a child. I can see something's wrong, and I want to know what it is.
Keith, please. There's nothing... Who could that be?
Never mind, I'll get it.
No,
you just sit
Keith,
where you
I would
are and
rather...
rest.
Look, darling, you have to get to the...
Yeah?
To the... What's taking him so long? Why doesn't he come back? Keith? Who is it? Keith!
Joan, what is it? Why did you scream like that?
I didn't scream. Who was that at the door?
Well, it was just a special delivery boy. He brought this special delivery for you.
Special delivery?
Yes, here.
Thank you.
Aren't you going to open it? After all, it is a special delivery.
Yes. Of course.
I never saw anyone so afraid of a letter. Who's it from? Joan, what's wrong?
Nothing. Nothing. No.
Don't tell me that. You look as though you were going to collapse. Now, give me that letter.
No,
I said,
please,
give it to me.
No, please.
Yeah, that's better. Perhaps this letter will tell me what's wrong. Why, it's only one sentence. I will phone you at 2. There isn't even a signature. Who wrote this note, Joan?
I don't know.
You must know, else why would you have grown so pale? I'll phone you at 2. It's almost 2 now. I'll wait for that call.
Keith, please. You must have faith in me.
All these weeks I've had faith, said nothing, hoping you'd tell me what was wrong. Now I must find out for myself. Well, right on time. It's just 2 o'clock.
Please, don't answer.
Take your phone. Take your hand off the phone,
Please,
Joan.
Keith, no.
I said
won't
take
let
your
you
hand off the
answer.
phone. Hello? 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 No answer. Never called, hung up when they heard my voice. I suppose you won't tell me who it is? All right, then. I have to leave for the matinee now. I won't be home for dinner, but when I return after tonight's performance, we'll have this out once and for all.
Please. I just can't tell you. If you'd only
Goodbye,
wait.
Joan.
Keith. I can't. Oh, darling. If only I could tell you. If only I could. But I know you wouldn't want me then. How could you? How could you if you... Must be he. Must be he again. Hello?
Good afternoon, Mrs. Morgan.
You promised you'd leave me alone, that I'd never hear from you again. That was only a month ago.
Yes, I know. But then, I am always making promises I cannot keep.
You've ruined everything, everything. My husband read the special delivery letter you sent. He answered the phone when you called a few minutes ago. How can I explain?
Oh, that should not be too difficult for a clever woman like yourself. And you are a clever woman. Are you not?
What do you want? I'm tired of your playing cat and mouse with me.
I intend to call on you at 5:30 this afternoon.
I won't pay you another cent. Do you hear? There's no end to your demands.
You may expect me at 5:30.
No.
And do not have Walker there.
No, I won't see you. I won't. Hello? 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 I won't see
Good afternoon, Mrs. Morgan. As you can see, I am right on time. It's exactly 5:30. This is a lovely penthouse you have. It's good to see you without Walker around.
How can you do this to me? I've never harmed you. Why do you insist on ruining my life? Why?
My dear lady, the last thing I desire to do is to ruin your life. Unfortunately, the world you and I live in being what it is, I am forced by circumstances to live by my wits.
If I give you the money now, how do I know you won't be back in another month?
Oh, that is very simple. Because after you pay me off this time, there would not be any point in my bothering you again.
What do you mean?
I mean, Mrs. Morgan, that this time I want $500,000.
$500,000?
Yes. If I am not mistaken, that is what the balance of your fortune amounts to. Do you not see? Once you have paid it over to me, there would be no point in my bothering you anymore. Simple, is it not?
You must be mad.
I? Oh, no, Mrs. Morgan, not I. Come now, you love your husband and he loves you. There are years and years of happiness before you. If he does not learn your little secret, you are wise. You will turn the money over to me.
I can't. If I were to withdraw $500,000, he'd find out about it.
Ah, but there is always the chance that he won't. You do not do as I ask. I shall be forced to reveal the secret.
No.
Yes, Mrs. Morgan. Your husband will learn that while you were in England in 1939, you murdered your sweetheart.
I won't listen.
But your husband will. And he will learn that after you committed this murder, you spent the following 8 years in an English insane asylum.
No, you can't tell him. You can't.
Think of what a sensation the tabloids will make out of it. And think of what people will say.
No.
Your husband would have to divorce.
No.
So, fainted, have you? That is not going to help you, Mrs. Morgan.
Martin, I just got your message at the theater. Where's Joan? What's wrong?
She's in her bedroom with Dr. Richards. It seems that she... Here's Dr. Richards now.
Doctor, what's wrong?
Keith, you must prepare yourself for a shock.
Oh, what's happened?
A half hour ago, one of your neighbors on the floor heard Joan weeping and screaming hysterically. The manager knew I was your doctor and sent for me.
But why was she weeping and screaming?
She's had a breakdown.
Breakdown?
Yes.
Well, I want to see her. I must.
Very well, Keith, but only for a moment. Mr. Walker, I'm afraid you'll have to wait here.
I understand, Doctor.
Keith, you must keep a grip on yourself.
All right. Joan. Darling. It's Keith.
You stay away from me. Stay away, both of you. Don't come near me.
Doctor, she doesn't even recognize me.
Yes, Keith,
I know who you are. You can't fool me. One of you is Mr. Benedict. Maybe both of you are Mr. Benedict. Yes. I know what you're here for, but I won't let you.
She's completely out of her mind.
I know you're both Mr. Benedict. You can't fool me.
Who's this Benedict she keeps talking about? I don't know, Keith. She feels she's being persecuted by this Benedict fellow. He may be real, and again, he may be a figment of her imagination.
She's deathly afraid of him.
Yes, she sees everyone as this fellow Benedict. I tried to give her a sedative, but she grows violent when I approach.
Well, can't you do something for her?
I've already sent for an ambulance. She'd be much better off in a hospital where she can have constant medical care. Come along, Keith.
How is she, Doctor?
Well, it may be a long time before she recovers. I'm going down to the lobby, wait for the ambulance. I suggest you two stay here. Keep an eye on her. I left the door to her room open.
All right, Doctor.
Shouldn't be more than a few minutes.
How do you feel, Keith?
Tired, if you want to know.
Well, it's only natural. These past 2 months have been quite strenuous for you. But with $500,000 and a wife who'll probably never be in any condition to ask you about it, you've done quite well.
Quite well? That's an understatement. Name one actor, living or dead, who could have given as great a performance of Mr. Benedict as I did.
You were superb as Benedict, I admit.
Superb? Why, I was magnificent. The costume, the makeup, my accent, simply perfect. I tell you, it was the greatest performance ever given. What a pity you weren't here at 5:30 this afternoon.
I'm sure I missed the performance of the age.
I outdid myself. You should have heard me.
Yes, Mrs. Morgan. Your husband will learn that while you were in England in 1939, you murdered your, sweetheart. That after you committed this murder, you spent the following 8 years in an English insane asylum.
It's really a pity I've played my greatest role to an audience of one.
Well, yes, Keith, but you were probably the highest paid actor in the world. I'm sure that $500,000 for 2 months' work, less my share, of course, is something of a record.
Yes, it probably is.
I heard you, Mr. Benedict. You can't fool me.
Joan!
I know one of you is Mr. Benedict. Or are you both Mr. Benedict? Yes, you both must be Mr. Benedict. That's clever. That disguise you use, that's clever. But you can't fool me.
She must have overheard you. That brought her out of her room. Yes,
no matter how many disguises you use, I know you. No, don't you come near me. Don't come near me.
Please, she's got a gun.
Come near me.
Put that gun down.
I'm not going to let you tell. I'm not going to let
No, don't.
you tell.
Don't, Joan. Stop.
You shot me.
Oh, Joan, no. I'm not Mr. Benedict. He's...
You'll never tell Keith now. Never, never, never.
This is the mysterious traveler again. Did you enjoy our trip? Too bad about poor Keith and Martin. Such interesting scoundrels. That fellow Keith was certainly a remarkable actor, wasn't he? But, like so many actors, he overplayed his role. With fatal results. What happened to Joan Morgan? Well, the poor woman was committed to an institution where after several years of treatment, she recovered completely. However, she still has a deathly fear of actors. Oh, you'll have to get off here. I'm sorry. But I'm sure we'll meet again. I take this same train every week at the same time.
You've just heard The Mysterious Traveler, a series of dramas of the strange and terrifying. The role of the mysterious traveler is played by Maurice Tarplin. Others in the cast were Santos Ortega, Ann Shepard, and Roger DeCoven. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
The Mutual Broadcasting System presents The Mysterious Traveler. Written, produced, and directed by Robert A. Arthur and David Coker. And featuring tonight two of radio's most distinguished personalities, Santos Ortega and Richard Coogan, in No Grave Can Hold Me.
This is the Mysterious Traveler, inviting you to join me on another journey into the realm of the strange and the terrifying. I hope you will enjoy the trip, and it will thrill you a little and chill you a little as we travel tonight into the world of shadows, from which no man may return, and we learn the story of one who does return. It's a story I call No Grave Can Hold Me. My story starts in a court of law where a man is on trial for his life. The courtroom is tense, for the jury is out deciding the prisoner's fate. But the prisoner himself, a tall man with glossy black hair and piercing eyes, sits calmly with his lawyer, his daughter Nora, and his son-in-law Harry Wilson, waiting for the fateful verdict.
Oh, dear, I wish we knew. Father, I think the jury is coming in now. They say it's a bad sign when the jury is out for such a short while.
You need not worry, either of you. I shall be free.
I certainly hope so, Randolph, but... Well, you know, you did admit you killed Clemens.
Because he insulted me. He called me a mountebank, a charlatan, a trickster. He called the great Randolph a faker. So he died.
There they come. Oh, Father, I'm frightened.
They're taking your places in the jury box now. They look awfully grim.
I repeat, have no fear for me.
Foreman of the jury, has the jury reached a verdict?
It has, Your Honor.
What is the verdict?
We find the defendant guilty as charged of murder in the first degree.
Oh, no.
Randall, they found you guilty.
The fools. They, too, think that I'm an impostor, a trickster. They shall learn different. If I die, so shall they.
The prisoner will rise.
Father, you to stand up.
The prisoner will rise.
Very well. I'll stand up, so that they will recognize my face again when they see it suddenly in the night, and know that death has come to claim them.
Maximilian Randolph, you have been found guilty of the crime of murder in the first degree. It is the sentence of this court that you shall suffer the punishment of death on the night of June 6th at midnight. And may God have mercy on your soul.
Visitor for you, Mr. Randolph.
Thank you, Guard Miller.
You can see him for only 5 minutes, Mr. Wilson.
Yes, all right, Guard. Hello, Randolph.
Good evening, Harry. I see that my guard Miller managed to get you in to see me.
Yes, he did. Time is so short that... Well...
I know. It is almost midnight. And at midnight, I die. But Guard Miller has become a good friend. I knew he'd arrange it.
Nora and I saw the governor this afternoon. He refused to do a thing.
It does not matter. What is death but a new garment for the soul to wear?
Nora's waiting outside. You said you didn't want to see her tonight.
That is as I wished. You were my assistant. We were very close, you and I. And now there is a last promise you must make to me.
Anything, Randolph.
When you receive my body, the empty husk of the great Randolph, bury it in a vault with a bronze door which faces east.
A vault facing east. Yes, of course.
The door must be locked with a padlock of bronze. But it must be possible to open it from the inside.
But
without
Randolph.
using a key.
Randolph, you...
The coffin must be locked shut as well. But I must be able to open it from the inside.
Randolph, surely you're not serious.
I never joke. All this and one thing more. Promise.
All right, I promise.
When I am buried, beneath my head must rest a notebook bearing the names and addresses of the 12 jurymen who found me guilty, of the prosecuting attorney, and of the judge.
But why, Randolph?
So that I may know where to seek my vengeance upon them. The vengeance I have sworn, which must be executed before my soul can sleep.
Oh, Randolph, that's madness.
You disbelieve. So do they. But in my studies, I have learned many things. And one of them is how to reach back from behind the dark curtain of death.
Time is up, sir.
Thank you, Miller. Goodbye, Harry. Just tell me one more thing. Is the full moon shining tonight?
Yes. It's a full moon tonight.
Good. And each time hereafter that it shines, one of my enemies will join me in death.
And so the great Randolph went to his execution and was buried according to his instructions. After a few days, his case was forgotten. Forgotten by all but Harry Wilson, his son-in-law. Well, as the first month passed and the full moon again shone in the windows of his apartment, a strange restlessness possessed Harry.
Harry, what's wrong with you?
No, I'm sorry, Nora, but tonight's the night of the full moon. I'm nervous. I can't help it.
Oh, darling, you're not worrying about Father, are you? About his threat?
Yes, I am.
Oh, but that's absurd. Poor Father. Toward the end, I'm afraid he was suffering from delusions that he was more than just an ordinary man. He wasn't entirely sane, Harry.
No, maybe not, but he was so sure of himself, so certain. And those instructions for the way he was to be buried. Oh, of course, I'm just being foolish.
Why don't you go out and walk for a while, Harry? It'll help calm you.
All right, I will. You want to come along? It's a nice night.
No, I think I'll stay here and read.
All right, I'll be back in an hour or so, dear. And if nothing happens tonight, I'll know that Randolph is just putting on an act.
But a little later, another man was also walking in the moonlight of a beautiful July evening. This one was short and stout. He was strolling homeward from a small poker party with his friends when, in the dark shadows cast by the trees along the edge of the park, a tall figure stepped directly into his path.
Just a moment, Adam.
Who are you? What do you want?
Just to talk to you.
Oh, I don't want to talk to you. Get out of my
Not
way.
so fast, my friend. Look.
A gun. Say, what is this, a hold-up?
No, Adams. It is not a hold-up.
Then why are you threatening me with that gun? Why have you got that scarf covering your face?
Because my face has changed in the months since I was executed and buried. It's rather frightening now.
What are you saying? Who are you, anyway?
You're beginning to recognize my voice, aren't you? You know who I am. You just don't want to admit it to yourself.
The great Randolph.
Whom you, as foreman of the jury, caused to be executed.
Oh, no, it's not possible. No one could come back from the dead.
No ordinary man. But the great Randolph has come back.
No, I don't believe it. This is a trick of some kind.
And is this a trick, Adams? Is it? Is it?
But kill me.
Is it?
No, he's out for a walk. Who is this?
Don't you recognize my voice, Nora? Surely you heard it often enough.
Father. Oh, no, it can't be.
Strange how skeptical everyone is of me. Even my own daughter.
Father, it is you. What do you want?
I just want to tell Harry that I have claimed the first victim of my vengeance. Exactly on the stroke of midnight. The same minute when I died.
Oh, no, no.
And I wanted to warn him that he must do nothing to interfere with my plans. Or if he does, I shall have to add him to my list of victims.
No, Nora, he telephoned here. You wanted to speak to me?
Yes, Harry, just a little after 12. He said that he...
Yes, I know. I heard the news. I was in a restaurant having coffee and it came over the radio. Adams, the foreman of the jury, was found strangled in front of his home.
Oh, but it's impossible. And yet it was his voice, Harry. Father's voice.
Oh, we've got to do something. Nora, I've got to warn the others on that list. The other jurors, Baldwin, the district attorney, and Judge Dexter.
Yes, but he said if you tried to interfere...
I know, but that doesn't matter. In the morning, I'm going to District Attorney Baldwin. He'll believe me. He'll have to. Oh, but Mr. Baldwin, you've got to listen to me. You've got to warn the others. You've got to give them protection. Or they'll die, just as Adams did.
Wilson, I'm a busy man. I have enough on my mind without having to listen to wild-eyed stories like the one you just told me.
But it's true. Randolph's instructions about the way he wanted to be buried, the notebook that I put in the coffin with him.
Mere theatrical mummery. Now, Adams was the victim of an ordinary street mugging. That's all there is to it. I have to ask you to leave. I have more important things to tend to.
Mr. Lord, you're a sensible man. You edit the biggest newspaper in this city. If you'll only print what I've told you, the authorities will have to take some action.
Wilson, my job is to print news for our readers, not ghost stories. If I ran your story, I'd be fired tomorrow.
Then you don't believe me.
Tell you what I will do. I'll make a story for the Sunday Supplement out of it.
Oh, that won't do any good. If it's in the Sunday Supplement, people will just smile at it. When they see it, they'll know it's just a story.
And I'm afraid there's no use in talking any further, Wilson.
All right, I'll go to other papers. One of them will have to believe me.
I don't advise it. You run a shop, don't you, selling tricks and magic apparatus?
Yes, that's right. Why?
Just this. Newspapers don't believe in giving free publicity, and that's obviously what you're after. Goodbye, Mr. Wilson.
I'm very sorry, Mr. Wilson, but Judge Dexter is unable to see you.
Oh, but, miss, did you explain to him what it's about? How important it is?
The judge said if you cared to write him a letter, he'd give the matter his consideration.
Oh, that's no good. I got to talk to him.
I'm sorry. He's leaving today for his vacation, and he won't be back for a month. Perhaps he'll be able to see you then, but he simply can't see you now.
None of them would listen to me, Nora. They either thought I was crazy or that I wanted publicity. They all told me to forget it.
They're right, Harry. That's the only thing to do, to forget it.
But, Nora...
Maybe we're wrong. Maybe Adam's death last night was just a coincidence. I'm sure Father had nothing to do with it.
Oh, no. He telephoned you. You heard his voice?
Well, I'm not sure now that I did. Maybe it was a dream, Harry. Maybe I just imagined it. So forget the whole thing. Please, Harry, for my sake, forget it. Oh, Harry, darling, it's no good just pacing up and down. Please sit down and try to relax.
I can't, Nora. I can't. Tonight's the second full moon since Randolph was executed. He'll be leaving his grave tonight, and someone else will die.
But, Harry...
There ought to be a guard over the vault he's buried in. Oh, no, that wouldn't do any good if he came back to the dead. He wouldn't be bothered by a guard.
Please, Harry, you've done the best you can. And if it is true and you go on like this, well, you'll be in danger, too.
I don't care. That list, Nora, the names on it were alphabetical. And Adams, the foreman, was the first to die.
What are you driving at?
The second name on the list is Baldwin, the district attorney. Baldwin. Wouldn't listen to me last time, but tonight he's got to. I'm going to his home now while there's still time. you are in danger tonight. I'm sure of it. Deadly danger.
No, you mean it, I'm sure, Wilson.
Yes.
I thought it was some kind of a gag before. Now I can see you fully believe everything you've said.
Oh, then you will take precautions, at least for tonight?
I've been an officer of the law for 30 years. I've been threatened by a lot of convicted murderers, but not one of them has come back to get me yet.
But you don't understand. The great Randolph is different. He had powers that we know nothing about.
Perhaps, but I doubt it. Now, Wilson, I appreciate your warning, but I can't take it seriously, really.
Then you won't guard yourself?
No more than usual. I'll lock the door presently. I'm sure that'll keep out any ghosts who may come this way.
Mr. Baldwin, please, it's almost midnight. At least let me stay with you for another hour.
I'm sorry, but I'm about ready to turn in. I expect to sleep well, too. Now, you go on home, do the same. Because nobody's going to be harmed tonight by the great Randolph spook. I guarantee it.
Oh, no, please, I wish you'd let me stay.
I couldn't think of it. Now, you can find your way out yourself, can't you? I'm sure.
Yes, of course. All right, Mr. Baldwin, I won't bother you any longer. Good night.
Good night, Wilson.
Well, he's gone. Afraid the poor fellow needs to see a psychiatrist. Randolph's ghost. I only hope I never have anything worse to be afraid of than my...
Who's there? Who came in just now? Wilson, is that you again?
No, my friend. It is not Wilson.
Who are you? What the devil's the meaning of this?
You don't recognize me, then?
How can I in that cloak with the collar pulled up over your face?
That is to spare the world a sight that should remain forever hidden within the darkness of a coffin. But my voice... Surely you recognize that.
What are you talking about? Now, get out at once or I'll call for the police.
It would tax their powers to arrest me. They have no authority in the world to which I belong.
No, it can't be.
I see you have recognized me. You should have taken Wilson's warning, Baldwin, because I'm here, the great Randolph, at your service.
Oh, it's impossible.
That's been said of so many things, hasn't it? But I think I can convince you.
No, stay away. Help!
That won't do you any good. By the time anyone comes, you will have joined me in the world of death.
Nora! Where are you? Nora!
Harry, I could hear you calling all the way down the hall.
Nora, where have you been?
I just went out to get the morning papers. Why?
Why? It's happened again. District Attorney Baldwin has been killed.
But how?
Exactly the same way Mr. Adams was killed, strangled, just at midnight.
Oh, no.
And Nora, I think I know the truth now.
What do you mean?
I don't believe it was your father at all. I think it was I that killed them. I killed them both. No, you've got to do it. There's a full moon tonight. You've got to lock me in this apartment.
Oh, but Harry, you couldn't possibly have killed those two men.
I could. I was near the scene at both times, and my mind, it wasn't clear. I don't remember doing it, but don't you see, if I'd been hypnotized, I wouldn't remember.
But, darling, Father couldn't have hypnotized you into committing murder. It's a law of hypnosis. The subject won't do anything he knows is wrong.
I know that, but I can't be sure. I believe that in those few minutes I was with him, somehow Randolph impressed on my mind orders to carry out his vengeance for him.
Oh, darling, I'm sure he didn't. But if you insist, I'll lock you in.
All right. Well, I want you to go now. Might not be safe for you to stay with me.
All right, Harry. I'll go to a movie.
Got to stay locked in until after midnight. Then even if I am hypnotized, I won't be able to do any harm. You do understand, Nora, don't you?
Oh, of course, darling. I'm sure you're wrong, but I'll do anything you say.
All right, now. Lock me in. And don't you come back until after midnight. 11. Another hour and then I'll know. Or will I? Maybe I'll try to get out and I won't remember it. Or... Telephone. Yes. Hello.
Hello, Harry.
Randolph.
Yes, my boy. I'm glad at least you don't say, no, it's impossible.
No. Where are you, Randolph?
That doesn't matter. I just wanted to warn you. And don't try to interfere with my plans.
But, Randolph, I thought... Hello. Hello. He hung up. That proves that I'm not the one. Then in that case... Yes. That's the only possible answer. I know now what the truth is. Oh, I've got to get out of here. The door... Oh, it's so solid. I couldn't break it down with an axe. Oh, there's no fire escape, and it's 8 floors down to the street. I have it, the superintendent. I can telephone the superintendent, tell him I'm locked in, and then you'll come and let me out. Judge Dexter. First, Adams died, then Baldwin. Their names were the first two on the great Randolph's list. Your name is third.
And so you think that tonight I'm scheduled to die, huh?
Yes, I'm sure of it.
And you say you warned Baldwin last month just before he was murdered?
I did. And he laughed at me. But he died just the same.
And you're seriously asking me to believe that a dead man legally executed by the state is walking the streets tonight seeking my life?
I tell you, he telephoned me only half an hour ago. I recognized his voice.
You know, of course, that your story sounds like the ravings of an insane mind.
I know it. That's why I've kept quiet this last month. I did try to convince the police, the district attorney, and all I got was laughed at. And then...
Yes, and yet, obviously, you're in earnest. I don't think you're crazy.
I'm not. For a little while, I thought that I was the killer.
You? How?
I thought that I was under post-hypnotic control, that Randolph had planted in my mind the impulse to kill his enemies. But that phone call proved that I was wrong.
And what do you propose that we do?
If we went to his tomb, perhaps then we'd learn the truth.
Why, Wilson, what do you want to open Randolph's tomb for?
Don't you see? If we go there and we find Randolph is still in his coffin, then I'll know that the real murderer is my wife, Nora. I have the key right here. I'll have the padlock off in a minute.
Well, then hurry. The moon is bright. I'd hate to have anyone see us.
Yes, sir.
A very strange story, a man in my position prowling around a cemetery at midnight.
Oh, but we had to come, Judge. We had to make sure.
Well...
There. Unlocked it. We can open the vault door now.
I'm rather sorry I paid any attention to you, Wilson. But we're here now, so let's get this thing over with. Now, I'm going in first. But don't forget, I'm armed.
Oh, don't worry about me. There, I've shut the door. Be safe to turn on the flashlight now. There. See? There's the coffin.
That's odd.
Huh? What is it, Judge?
Well, the air in here is fresh. This vault has been opened, and very recently.
Then it must have been opened by Randolph.
Oh, nonsense. Open this coffin and I'll prove it. Here. How does it work?
This catch on the side can be operated either from the inside or out. There we are. It's unlocked.
Well, then lift the lid, man. Lift it. What? All right, I'll do it. No. There you are. Now, see? There's your precious Randolph, safe and sound, just as I expected. Quite dead. As he's supposed to be.
He's still in his coffin.
Yes, and that proves that it... Wilson, shine your flashlight down on the floor. I just touched a body lying here near the wall.
Body? Oh, it's Nora. She's dead.
I don't think so. Here, give me that light. Judge. What happened? Why did you turn out the flashlight?
Something knocked it out of my hands. I can't find it.
Because I have it, Harry. That's why you can't find it.
Randolph.
Wilson, what are you saying?
It's Randolph. He's not dead.
Oh, but I am, Harry. But don't let that disturb you. I want to thank you for bringing the judge here to me.
Wilson, where are you? You trying to play a trick on me?
No, I swear.
He's quite innocent, Judge Dexter. As for Nora, she merely came to make sure I was where I'm supposed to be. Just as you did. When I spoke to her, she fainted.
Wilson, get the door open. We've got to have some light in here.
It's no use, Dexter. I can see in the dark like a cat, and you can't.
No.
I have you now.
No, Judge. No, let go.
You're going to die, Dexter. Executed as you ordered me. Executed.
Randolph, let me go. I warn you, Randolph. I've got a gun. I'm going to shoot.
You're too late. You're...
Are you all right? Yes. Yes, I am. Now, see if you can find the flashlight. Right. I think I've taken care of Mr. Randolph. If it was Randolph...
I think I have it. Yes, here it is. Judge, Randolph's body, it's still in the coffin.
I rather thought it would be.
Harry? Harry, is that you?
Oh, no. You're not hurt?
No, just my head. I came here to see if Father...
We understand, Mrs. Wilson. And then someone hit you.
Yes, from behind. There was someone here in the vault. I just got a glimpse of him, and then he hit me. But who was it?
That's what we're just about to find out. Now, let me have the flashlight, Wilson.
Yes, of course.
I think he fell over here. Now, yes, here he is.
But who is he? He was impersonating Father, but who is he?
Here he's lying on his face. You'd better turn him over.
Carefully now. He's still breathing. That's it.
Oh, it's Miller, the guard from the penitentiary, the one Randolph said he made a friend of.
Yes, the one who was guarding him just before he was executed.
Oh, that's it. It was Miller. Miller, can you hear me?
What happened?
I'm afraid he's dying.
Before Father was executed, he must have hypnotized this man and ordered him to carry out his fantastic scheme of vengeance.
Oh, it was a trick, but a very cunning trick. By means of hypnosis, Randolph used this man as a tool, even though Randolph himself was dead.
He must have recognized that Miller was unusually susceptible.
I think we'll find that Miller was a psychotic to begin with. Otherwise, Randolph's hypnosis would never have worked. For no normal person can be influenced the way Miller was under any circumstances.
Isn't there anything we can do for him?
No. No, he's gone. And with him, the great Randolph has died, too. For good.
This is the mysterious traveler again. So the great Randolph is dead for good, is he? I wonder. After all, Miller wasn't the only guard Randolph had a chance to talk to. Oh, but he couldn't have hypnotized any of the others. I wouldn't give it another thought if I were you. Unless, of course, you were on the jury that convicted Randolph. In that case... Oh, you have to get off here. I'm sorry. I'm sure we'll meet again. I take this same train every week at this same time.
You have just heard The Mysterious Traveler, a series of dramas of the strange and terrifying. The role of the mysterious traveler is played by Maurice Tarplin. In tonight's cast were Santos Ortega, Richard Coogan, Shirley Blank, and Bill Smith. Original music composed and played by Al Finelli. All characters in this story were fictitious, and any resemblance to actual persons was purely coincidental. This is Bob Emmerich speaking. This program came from New York. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.